That's where that came from. His hair caught on fire.
You know what Michael Jackson's pronouns are? He. Yeah.
On this episode, Brett, Tyler, and Dude bring their previous blind winners along with them as they visit Jason C. from the Mash and Drum for one last blind to determine who will take home the crown. Join us this thrilling conclusion of the 4 Blind Mice Challenge on this episode of The Bourbon Hunters. But before we get started, let me tell you about Green Line Goods. This 4-year-old company is based in Chicago and creates high-quality etched and printed glassware. Check them out at greenlinegoods.com and use the code Bourbon Hunters to save 15%. Thank you for joining us today on our hunt for great bourbon. Reward yourself and sit back, grab a pour, kick up your feet, and enjoy. All right, welcome to another episode of the Bourbon Hunters. I am Dude Poole. I'm joined by
Brett Ryan.
Jason C.
And Tyler Schaefer.
Tyler Schaefer.
All right, so this is the finals of our 4 Blind Mice Bourbon Challengeroo.
What a fucking title.
Yeah, seriously.
So this is the finals. We've all brought our winners back for a, I guess,
Drink off?
drink off, if you will. Yeah, good word. This is what I'm hoping is a Cinderella story. I hope that... the old Forester
can pull it
100
off.
comes through and wins the day.
I'm going to riot if it does. I'm going to flip the fucking table.
Here's the thing. You're going to be able to recognize yours, and you're going to vote against everything else just so yours wins.
A buddy of mine was at the store the other day, and he's like, which Old Forester's your favorite? And I'm like, get the 100, hands down.
Yeah.
I mean, for what's... If for the price, it's ridiculous. If you do the Whiskey Row series, I can see you go in different directions for those. But those are all in the 50s, so those are all, a little bit more.
But I feel like they've been in some of our blinds with that 100, and the 100 has still prevailed.
Well, it beat, everyone's favorite Weller, right? Someone put Special Reserve Weller in the thing, and it beat it out. Was that 2 years ago?
Oh, I could totally see the old Forester 100 beat
so,
Special Reserve.
I mean, for the price, it's got just a really, I don't want to say complex, but it's got a full flavor to it.
No, it does. I agree.
Whereas a lot of those other
too.
budget ones, I feel like they like the Weller Special Reserve. It's good, but it's just.
Do we know the age on that? Did we say that?
On the Old Forester?
Yeah, the Signature 100.
Well, none of their stuff's older than like 6 years for the most part. Just because
I thought it was probably 4 or 5.
I was guessing 4. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's their heat cycled warehouses or whatever you want to call them. None of their stuff is super old.
Yeah. It's just funny now times change because when Weller first came out, it was just a budget bourbon that was just on the shelf for people to enjoy and mix, and now because of the word Weller on it, it's turned into a complete shit show.
It's not Weller's. There's no S.
It's not
there.
Weller's.
It's
Wellers.
It started as Weller's.
All the
It
Wellers.
had the apostrophe S at the end of it when it first started. In fact, if you go to the Repeal Bar or whatever it's called in Louisville, they have it behind the host table. Yeah, you can see it. It's back there.
I just hear everyone call it Weller's.
They're just old school in it.
The Weller, the old Weller, I think it was the 107, the gold vein bottle.
Yeah.
It's probably the best Weller I ever had. That thing was amazing.
See, I feel like we're kind of past, and it'll probably come back again, especially with like the increase in production and stuff, but I feel like we're at the moment past that golden age of where bourbon had a really good chance to age, and they were able to take that bourbon whenever they wanted, as opposed to, okay, we got to get it now. We got to bottle it now. Because Blanton's is a great example of that. Its age statement's gone down, and a lot of things' age statements have gone down just so they can get product out the door.
Well, I forget who I was. Was it us or you were there talking about it? Like, things don't need to be 15 years old anymore. 12 years old. Like, you can make some really, really good stuff with the, technology and science innovations that it's just...
Yeah, I think the one thing that I feel like anyway has hurt the industry the most is all of these conglomerates buying into all of these different, distilleries and then immediately going to the highest proof possible for going into the barrel. Because I think those lower barrel proof entry points were a lot better for what you love, the viscosity and different things. Like you see Michter's, they still do that today, and their viscosity is great. Mm-hmm. And I just think that you lose a little because they have to water it down by the time they put it out to shelf. They're watering it down, and I think the more water they're adding to that, they're getting more bottles, but I think it's just affecting that viscosity.
I'll tell you what, though, on the flip side of that, I can guarantee that there's big distilleries, even though they're churning out more and more stuff constantly and trying to get stuff out the door, I guarantee there's a lot of stuff being held back as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean with the increased production, yeah.
Not only that, for special releases.
Yeah.
Because bourbon marketing today, they love a good old special release.
Sure. A little LE.
And people will pay it, right?
People will buy it, people will chase it. So they're just like,
I'm surprised they don't do more special releases.
Yeah, this is a little bit off profile. Let's put it aside. Yeah. Special release in a couple months.
I feel like they're making more and more limited releases. I think it's increased.
It's constant. Yeah. You can't even keep up. It's
can't
just
turn around without 2 or 3.
Well, you have to do that when you can't have a 15-year-old bourbon. Got to do something different.
Yeah, I mean, tell that to Knob Creek 18.
It's funny too. I think in the evolution of bourbon, as we've seen with and we'll see this in the array of bourbons in tonight's flight.
Yeah.
We have from the winners, we have a Tennessee whiskey, we have a blend, we have
I'm
a
excited,
budget
because it's all over the place.
We have a Texas with a very young age statement, so kind of runs the entire gamut of what's available in whiskey today, which I think is kind of cool the way it worked out, honestly.
Well, I just like that we didn't have any rules in place. We all kind of had our own theme. Mm-hmm. Like Brett's was the best.
Shit I like. That was my
shit
theme.
I like. That's not bad.
And then yours was stuff not from Kentucky, which was a cool. No one thought of that except for you. That was cool. Mine was just.
Should I like?
Technically it was, but at the same time, it was just like I'm going to mess with him. And
yours was should I like? But let me sneak in this Old Force 100 and see how it does.
And it freaking won the day.
That's what your theme was.
It was. It's like Cincinnati making it into the Final Fours of the college football playoff. That's what it is.
And then Tyler's originally we thought was just like should I want to get rid of, but when he revealed the bottles.
I know.
It was actually good. Yeah. It was pretty
nice
good
little
bottles.
collection.
But it's just amazing how those bottles affected each other in a blind rather than on its own.
Yeah,
right.
I think that was really the.
I think that was cool too.
Yeah.
When we were tasting them, I was so disappointed because we had some really good bourbons in there.
You did, but you're right. I think any one of them on their own we would have been like, oh, this is really good. But then putting them all up against each other, that always changes everything.
Yeah.
And then not knowing what they are, you form this, what's Tyler putting in this fucking shit? And then you think, it's, like you said, it's shit Tyler's just trying to get rid of. But then it ends up being some good stuff, and you're like, oh shit.
Yep.
All right.
So this is the first one, huh?
This is the first one. We got the first one in front of us.
Okay.
This is getting nosed. The schnoz has started his process. Now, I will say, if you think you know what this is, because we know this is the first time we've all known what the 4 bourbons are.
That's true.
Don't say what you think it is. If you have notes, write it down, reveal it when we do the reveal. Before I say what it is, you say, I thought it was this, if that's what you want to do.
He's always this bossy.
No, but I don't want everyone because everyone's familiar with what's in this, and I think we might get all 4 of these right, each one of us. Who knows? But I'd rather.
He just came from coaching CrossFit. So.
I did, so I'm telling people what to do.
He's in it. Yeah, it's in it.
Did you see my most recent picture of me yelling at Aaron?
No, I don't think so.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah. That's wrong, Tyler. Jason, kick him in the face.
Yeah.
If Jason came to our gym, that would be what I would say every day.
Yeah.
Kick him in the face.
I took martial arts for many years.
So this is I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting a little bit of there's a lot of sweetness.
Yeah.
Maybe some marshmallow.
Fruity. Ooh, a little toasted marshmallow.
Something. While I'm having a stroke. No, that's someone's making toast. Never mind.
It's for the circle.
Oh man.
That was an Archer
That's
reference.
supposed to be a thing. When you have a stroke, you're supposed to smell burning toast.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you ever watch the show Archer, so one of my friends says that I am Archer. And he says, you need to watch the show. And he's really surprised I've never seen the show before. So I started binge watching Archer probably 3 weeks ago, and I'm already on season 7. I cannot stop watching it.
My cousin worked on it for a long time as an animator.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. I would love to meet
my uncle.
him or her.
I don't love it.
Love it.
I hate to say it, but I don't love this.
My uncle was a longtime animator for Disney.
This is that shitty Texas whiskey is what it is.
That's what I just whispered. I was like, it's the Texas.
It's that
Sasquatch.
That damned Sasquatch. God, what movie is that from? That's
Happy
old.
Gilmore.
Is it Happy? I haven't seen that in so long.
So if peeing your pants is cool.
That's Billy
Or
Madison.
Billy Madison, that's what
Yeah.
I meant. It was Billy Madison, not,
If
sorry.
this is the Texas whiskey, then you guys should be ashamed of yourself
That
for
it
picking
won?
this
I know.
over the other thing.
You know what? Maybe you should be ashamed of the things you put into that lineup.
Regardless, we should be ashamed this won at some point, period.
No, I mean, this isn't bad. It's hot. It's tasting hot.
And there's
And now I'm getting the oaky-
There's a tennis.
There's a funky thing going on at the end that I don't remember getting the last time we tasted it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
And I think again, this has to do with the lineup.
it's the first one we're having after that freaking 4-gate that you just poisoned the water
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
Poisoned the well.
Because
Look how dark that is, too. That's
I know.
fucking.
Yeah,
that's rich.
Damn it.
It's like a burgundy.
We shouldn't have started with. We should have finished with that.
Right?
Yeah.
It's going to ruin the whole thing. Everything's going to suck. Oh, man. So if you are a Mash and Journey subscriber and you happen to be one of the lucky people to get the 4-gate that they did, that lottery, you're in
very
for
good.
a treat.
It's very
Holy
good.
cow, that is good.
What a treat.
Yeah, 4-gate 10-year
I'm
bourbon toasted. I mean,
semi upset, but I'm also semi relieved that I didn't win the lottery because then I would have to spend $250 before we went on our bourbon trip. I've been doing everything I can to not spend money before we leave.
Oh,
so
I won't. Then I'll rescind my offer I was going to give you.
well, that. Like
He's
I
so
said,
fucking
It
easy.
would have been Sophie's choice. I would have been like, oh my gosh, kill a baby or buy a bottle of bourbon. That's what it
Speaking
should
of
have
that,
been.
we're less than 2 weeks away.
I know. It's a week and a half. I had to fill out the Bandago van stuff and
Like
get it all.
the
How many people are driving?
manifesto.
Yeah, the manifesto.
So I'm actually
The flight.
So next week, so the week after, next week on Tuesday, I'm actually taking a trip down to Kentucky. So I'm going to be there twice. in like a
What are you
week.
going for?
I'm going to Heaven Hill. I'm doing an interview with Bernie Lubbers.
Nice.
You're going to be there the same day that Quinn's there
Yeah, so Quinn Allen, who owns Zeno's Bar
in Victorian Village. basically.
Village, Italian Village.
It's right in that
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
It's like first or second street, east west.
They do a decent amount of barrel picks, like not a ton, but last year they did Weller Full Proof.
Yeah.
And this year they're picking a Elijah Craig Barrel Proof on Tuesday
Very
at
nice.
Heaven Hill.
Shit.
Yeah.
Might see you there.
Yeah. So, Quinn, if you're listening. Oh, and first off, happy Thanksgiving. This will air. This will be released on Thanksgiving.
We're
Oh, on
fucking-
Thanksgiving?
yeah,
it's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
release?
So,
Well,
happy
gobble, gobble.
Thanksgiving. Yeah, yeah.
Gobble till you wobble.
And we don't have a single turkey thing in this, do we? Right?
No, we did turkey last week.
Yeah, we
Well,
did.
we
turkey
could
this
we
week.
could finish it off with a turkey. I have a rare turkey. We guys can finish it off.
Oh, you
with
do?
tonight? Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
I like the way you think.
Is it
Yeah.
this here?
No,
Okay.
We tried that last time.
That's why I was going to. That's why.
Oh,
That's
gotcha.
why I was
no
asking.
it's,
after
it's a different turkey.
okay. The gold foil one back there.
Nope.
So
We did that one 2 times ago.
was it
So real quick before
Bourbon-
you ask that, so everyone's not impressed with this so far.
I'm not impressed
I don't
with
know what it is. I mean, maybe it's coming off the 4-gate, but
it's like a 2.7
I
to
don't,
me.
don't remember.
So
it's-
everyone out of the gates, this is a 3.
Yes, this is.
No, it's like a
Please
2.7.
don't.
Yeah.
Don't get Tyler
Don't get
started.
Tyler started.
Let's get him on a 10-minute rant.
It's going to be a 2, 3, 4, 2, Tyler.
You know, as I keep drinking out of I'm getting the flavors that I remember. Why I like it so much. It's getting more vanilla-y and toasty, and
I got the vanilla almost immediately, but there was it
That
tasted
toast-
like a. If I could be wrong, but if this is the Texas one, I felt like that oaky hotness that you get from a Texas whiskey
It's there.
was there
In the
on the
beginning,
first
for
taste.
sure. Yeah, I
in
got
the
that-
beginning for sure.
I got
And
that
now
like
I feel like-
reflux
Now
from
it's becoming like toasted marshmallow,
Yeah.
like
Right.
overly charred toasted marshmallow.
It's starting to match the nose that I got now,
Yeah, agreed.
which is funny because
Interesting.
I said not to mention what we thought it was, and I've not shut up about it. I'm the one talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, idiot.
Dumbass, stupid.
Yeah, I'll be curious, like compared to the others,
Yeah.
how this
So
goes in, because that little sawdust marshmallow note, even though it's unique, I'm liking it more and more. But yeah, I think coming off that, you really got the youthful bitterness to it.
so last week we did our Russell's lineup.
Not to be funny, but I am going to rate this as a 3. This is not as a funniness thing. I think it's
Yeah,
it's improving for me each time I take
Yeah,
a sip.
I'd give it a 3 as well.
It's a
I'd give it solid
2.7
3.
for me,
Okay.
which is still okay.
I will keep your guys' notes as well, I guess, on that for the ratings. That way we can do the
Thanks.
official.
Yep.
So
You know-
3,
I'll give it a solid 3 as well.
2.3,
Yep.
2.8.
2.8.
2.7. So
And,
we did
2.7.
a Russell's lineup last week. And
So what did you guys taste test?
It was all, we did the Russell's 13. We did a single barrel club pick from Bourbon Enthusiast that we've all really loved.
Oh, that's the one you guys always talk about how much you love it.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
gotta
So
try
good.
this pick.
So
It's a
good,
warehouse
man.
K,
What's
right?
it's a K?
I think
Yeah.
so, right?
Okay.
And then we did
Regular
a
10-year, right?
regular shelfer, 10-year, and a shelfer, a single barrel. You know,
yeah, and the Russell's 13.
yeah, and that's all the Russells.
And I was, because I've had this with you before.
House when we did it, because that would have won the day
Yeah.
for sure.
Maybe.
So
Oh, well.
You never
I
know.
had
That 13 was fantastic.
We,
I
did,
loved
we didn't
it.
blind it. We just did it. We knew what we were drinking. So
I mean, that's the way to do it, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, did you any of you guys get the score, the Unforgotten? The Master's Keep?
I haven't. No, I didn't
No.
see yours.
Dude.
I'm
Did we
behind.
try-
I'm
did we-
actually behind
did
on
we
all
try
my.
that last time you were here?
I don't know. They
I
Oh,
don't
might
no, we
have.
had a choice. The turkey
was
12.
12,
that.
We did
Yeah.
the 12.
So
Yeah.
for Thanksgiving, we should do the Unforgotten.
Nice.
Okay.
You guys should try that.
All right.
We'll do that for
And that's the
Thanksgiving.
rye one mixed with bourbon, right? Or aged in bourbon cask or something
It's
like that.
it's bourbon. It's a blend of bourbon and rye, finished in a rye cask.
That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All right. Yeah,
So-
we'll do that.
I remember having this with you, and when this first came out, it was like secondary, like $800 to $1,000, and now it's dropped quite a bit. Mm-hmm. Still fairly expensive, but I had the Bourbon Enthusiast pick versus this, and I thought the pick was much better.
The Bourbon Enthusiast pick is amazing.
They liked this as a winner.
just barely,
I was just
though,
like,
there was
That's-
something.
I think that's like one of the first times in my life that I've like not been enamored by a top tier bourbon and chose something else, you know?
That pick is just, it's very oily. It's very like viscous.
Oh,
it's
it's
like
fucking good.
sweet tobacco. It's so good.
What's the? Was there an age? You guys know the age on it?
8 years, I believe.
Oh, it was an 8 year.
I think it's
yeah,
an
I mean, they're
8-year.
generally 8 to 9 years. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
I don't think we have a picture up of it.
Probably not the like specifics written on the bottle.
Yeah, it doesn't show.
But I
Just that
remember-
it's, you know,
I remember
110
looking at it
proof.
on the show, and it was actually a little younger than the Shelfer.
Do you have any details, dude, surrounding the Bourbon Enthusiast private barrel selection of that Russell's? Off the top of your head?
I'm sure I can look it up. It's on my Patreon. So.
Okay. Why don't you go for that?
Oh man. Let's see here.
God, what are we... You guys...
Hey, I didn't.
By the way, you got a Popeyes across the street now?
I did, and I had it for the first time tonight. I did a
Like ever.
first time ever. No, actually, no. I've had the chicken sandwich before, the regular, like the chicken sandwich everyone goes apeshit for.
Yeah.
I've had that before.
I don't
Okay.
think it's
Loved
as good
it.
as Chick-fil-A.
I
I
like
also
the
had
regular
I also
one.
had the chicken tendies tonight too. So I'll give you my review. Go on.
Okay, I might stop there on the way home. I saw that and I was like, "Holy fuck, that's a Popeyes and it's open." Because I've only had it once in my life, and I had the spicy, and I think the chicken fillet or spicy chicken sandwiches are much better when the spice is like cooked into the breading, unlike a sauce on top, which Popeyes does. Chick-fil-A
Okay,
does
yeah.
it like in the breading,
Right.
And that's why I like it. And
That's why I like it better too.
I'm the minority on this, but I actually think Chick-fil-A, their filet is like proportioned better instead of like a much thicker
yeah, I get what you're saying.
not so, like sometimes when you have a thicker chicken breast, it can be a little bit rubbery or almost like uncooked. And I think Chick-fil-A does a really good job of like having it be like a
They probably use like a meat tenderizer and like
yeah,
flatten it out.
But I will say sometimes you get those fucking Chick-fil-A sandwiches and you're like, God damn, this is like $1. This is like a 50-cent piece.
So do you guys go spicy or regular for Chick-fil-A?
Spicy always.
Always
Spicy.
Spicy.
I usually
Booker's
do. I usually do one of each.
Although I did one of yeah.
Just so you guys know,
Listen,
he looked up and did like the biggest grin, like the Kool-Aid smile when he said,
Well,
"Oh,
I
usually do both."
I eat like
Oh,
a fat
yeah.
kid. I eat like a fat kid. I'm
Oh,
not gonna
yeah.
lie. I do.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to meat. Like I know
Yeah,
that I
sure.
can go nuts with meat because of the protein and it
Sure.
doesn't mess with my macros. And like, oh my gosh, that chicken platter from Kitchen Social.
Fantastic, wasn't
yesterday. Holy shit! And that hot honey that they serve
Wasn't
with
that
it is
famous?
so good.
So yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I meant to ask you about that.
And the chicken was just so tender.
Kitchen Social.
Yeah,
I
just
love
there
that.
at the
I
park,
love that place.
Oh
dude.
yeah, it's good, isn't it?
The best thing is brunch with the little skillet of
I've been there
cinnamon rolls.
Yes, I did that the first time we went, and then their cheddar. It's a skillet of cheddar biscuits.
Ooh.
So they do the cinnamon rolls for brunch, and they do cheddar biscuits on a skillet for dinner.
Yes, the
and
cheddar
holy
biscuits.
shit, those were good. Say it,
All
again,
right.
say it again.
Cheddar biscuits.
Cheddar biscuits.
Cheddar. It's almost like the R doesn't actually happen.
I did.
Cheddar.
I love
Such a
Cheddar
fat
biscuits.
kid move the other day at Chick-fil-A, and it was just amazing. So I got their spicy chicken sandwich,
Which
mac and
which
cheese.
milkshake did you get?
I didn't get milkshake.
What?
I put
You
mac and
always get
cheese
milkshakes.
on the sandwich,
sandwich.
and then I put their buffalo sauce on top of it.
Then he
It
dumped it in the
was,
milkshake.
dude. It was.
I'm not going to say that it moved, but it moved.
It was orgasmic.
But it moved. It moved. It moved. I went from 6 to 9.
And
6 to midnight.
Not quite midnight.
6 to
yet.
9.
I went from, it just started.
I'm like I never heard
Yes.
6 to 9.
It just started the process.
That was
That's
like a
semi.
fat
That's a semi.
kid
Nice.
fucking
Semi.
overload.
God, that looks good.
That
Yeah.
does look good. I agree.
You know what? And kudos to you leaving the
real plate.
no. Kudos to you leaving the dishwasher in the picture.
Oh yeah, I didn't care. I just was like,
I think it's hilarious that you don't have several pictures of that chicken sandwich.
I know.
Portrait mode and all this shit.
He doesn't just have one picture. He has
multiple.
multiple.
Just love that
multiple.
definitive.
What do you guys get on the nose?
Just
with
love
this
that
one?
definitive no. He
Ooh.
gave.
So while we were
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
while we were talking, I went up and grabbed the second one, and we're on the second one now.
Yeah, our listeners had no idea why we just came in our pants.
Well, it was partially
All four of
it was
us.
partially the nose, and it was partially the picture
Chicken
of your
sandwich.
damn macaroni chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh God, I love
Yeah, someone thought we just brought the toast
it.
down.
So good in your pants.
Sorry.
God, that was great.
No, what's the voice we have to talk in?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is like couch pajamas.
I like the cigar note there.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is the bee's knees.
Yeah, me too, boss. Yeah.
Yeah, Muggsy.
Does this have like a Laffy Taffy?
There's definitely like a candy note.
Yeah, there's like
in
a-
this, like
This is
sweet-
candy banana pancakes with maple syrup.
Oh,
Banana
maple
right
syrup,
there.
That's a good one.
With pancakes? Love that. And some bananas?
Come on, pancakes and maple syrup with banana.
But bananas on top
But
too?
like
Love that.
bananas Foster bananas.
Yes, yeah, like little
good.
creme
is good.
brulee.
It's good.
Oh, F me.
We know what this is.
What
I know
is
what
it?
this is a Old Forester in my mind.
I think it is
I think it is too, and it's
Yeah.
fucking great.
because it's thin.
It is.
It's not thin. It's thinner
That's
than the 4-gate.
Yeah, I just
It does have a there's something funky on the finish
sure.
of it. That's maybe it's the youthful characteristic to it. It's that note that you get from a possible maybe quite possibly maybe heat cycled warehouse.
Yes, and the finish is actually it doesn't just disappear, which
Doesn't
is
die.
crazy. If it is Old Forester and it is a budget bourbon, it actually hits all parts of the tongue. The nose is ridiculous.
nose is great. Agree.
For as cheap, if we're assuming, but for as cheap as this is, if this was what it. Because I had already put down here when I smelled it, OF question
Yeah.
mark. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, shit.
But like,
Go back to the nose after having a sip though. Like that is bananas fucking Foster in your face.
it is.
I hate to say this, but this is so damn good.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean
And
you
it
cannot
pisses
be
me off because it's $22 for and that's for a liter, right?
leader.
Isn't there 100 a liter? Or am I thinking something else?
No, you're imagining that.
Is it Early Times Bottled and Bond that's a liter? Maybe.
Yes, I believe so.
That's what it
Oh no,
is.
is the new bottle still a liter? Though?
It may not be. I don't know.
I haven't had the new
It's right
bottle.
behind you.
Yeah.
Have you had anything? Is it still at this point? Because it has to still be, right? Because
It's
it's Bottled
still-
and Bond. It's still the
It's
old
still.
Early Times, right? It's not the 1792 yet.
Well, no, it did transition over because
But the
of
bottles aren't yet, right?
Bottles what?
The bottles aren't there to still it yet, right? What's out on the market? Because it has to be 4 years because it's Bottled and Bond.
Well,
so it's
the-
got to be the old distillate still.
No, I think it did transition over.
So they're using their
Because
older
you
distillate.
gotta look at the DSPs on the back of the bottle because the DSPs are saying now.
Okay, but here's my question. So that tells
He's
me
raising your
if
hand?
that's
Like-
Yeah.
no.
So
I was
here's my
stretching.
question, guys.
No, but So that tells me that if they're using distillate that isn't the same mash bill, right? Because it hasn't been 4 years since that announcement. So that means that if they're using not Early Times barrels that they purchased, because I heard that they had purchased Early Times barrels.
Yeah. It got transitioned to them.
So
when they bought it,
are they changing the mash bill for Early Times? First question.
Apparently from the original announcement, that was not the case.
So second question is then if they're not, and it's now actually coming, because they technically own those barrels now, are they still using the old Early Times mash bill barrels that were built?
Yes, I would imagine.
So it's still the old distillate that they now own.
Blended with some new stuff too.
Well, but I don't think they would have to change the mash bill for that to happen.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And to be bottled and bond, they can't do that.
Well, if they had stuff already that old,
You can't mix mash bills if it's bottled and bond. You can't do that.
Yeah, that's true.
So it has to either be 1792 distillate that's 4 years old, which would be before the announcement, or it has to be old Early Times barrels that they purchased.
Yeah.
So it has to be one of those, and they could probably still have the new DSP on those bottles. But that's what I'm asking is when does the distillate switch over? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, none of those details were shared.
Yeah.
But I would imagine in the next few years it would have to, unless, I mean, it really depends on how many barrels that they got transitioned over that are sitting in their warehouse. I don't know.
Right. And that's such a high
volume.
Right. It's such a high demand thing that So what do you guys give on the ratings on this one?
Yeah, this is good.
I'm giving like a 4.2.
really,
dude?
If this
Wait, I went this way last time, right? No, I went there and then there.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you give?
I'll get. You know what? The nose and the palate are great. Finish.
It's not
little
super
thin.
strong, but it's decent.
I'll give it a. I'll give it a. I'll definitely give it above a 3. I'll go 3.4 on this one.
3.4. Okay. All right. I gave it a 3.7.
I actually had 3.4 written down as well.
All right.
Nice.
Because it doesn't have the viscosity.
I was gonna say
for me.
if this was
Yeah.
viscous,
my taste
this would be
profile.
like.
Yes,
I'm gonna say a 4.
Okay. All right.
It's fucking money.
it's very like it smells good. It tastes good.
So funny, right?
The finish isn't what I want it to be, and the mouthfeel isn't what I want it to be. Mm-hmm. So I'm a big mouthfeel person. That's very big for my
I
taste
get it.
profile.
I know you like things in your mouth.
Oh yeah, you got
Brad, so I had back to back very solid cooking days.
okay.
While dude goes and grabs numero trays.
Taste.
Back to back very solid cooking days. Although I got a 12-pound roast for ribeye roast for my family, and
You're making this for Thanksgiving.
no, I already did.
You just
Saturday.
okay.
It didn't turn out like I had in the past. I didn't do a dry brine for as long as I wanted to, and I did not.
How did you cook it? Did you use like a?
So I'll get there.
Okay, my mistake.
I didn't dry brine it as long as I wanted to, and then I also did not bring it to room temperature as well as I could have. So that's a really big mistake.
I mean, it's a rookie mistake, honestly.
Yes, and but honestly, like I mean, it was out for 2 hours.
Okay.
But like 12 pounds, like it should have been like half the fucking day. You know what I mean? And I mistakenly relied on just trusting my parents' like spice cabinet.
Okay.
So I think that was okay
For seasoning.
For seasoning, and I'm a big person of like when I'm for that. I'm basically putting stuff in there, mixing it and smelling it, mixing and smelling. Like, is this what I wanted to? And actually, it turned out pretty good. And the way that I do my rub on a ribeye roast is I'll put all of that in there, and then I'll put a little bit of olive oil, and then I basically make a paste on the outside. A lot of people will do like a butter. It's kind of the same concept. And so what I traditionally do is I put it in the oven at...
Did you go back to 1?
I did. One's a little bit better now.
I put it in the oven at like 2... This time I did 240.
Did you use like a Dutch oven or something though?
No.
You need to get a Dutch oven.
I put it on a rack and I put it in there.
He does when he farts in bed every night.
So what I do is I put it in there. I pull it out at around 120. I let it sit for about an hour. and then I put it back in at 550, and I let it sear, like convection sear the outside for like 10 minutes.
I've got a Dutch oven. Trina hates it.
Yeah,
I knew someone.
The sear was fantastic. That was really good. Some of the end pieces were good, but it not coming to room temperature and it not being it being a 12-pound roast, it should have cooked at a lower temp for longer, and it would have been fantastic. I got it from Carfagnas.
Low and slow.
They were like, it was like $14.99 a pound. It was fucking. That was like a $200 fucking roast.
Here's the question.
And obviously, like, I mean, my family doesn't know better. They're like, this is fucking awesome. And I'm like, I'm over there fucking.
So they loved it. You just thought it was okay.
Yeah.
And you think it was your mistake in how you prepared it.
Yes, 100%.
Gotcha.
100%.
I was gone. The reason I asked these questions, he may have covered all this. I was gone getting the next round of bourbons.
But yesterday's meal was one of the fucking best I've had.
What was yesterday?
We did. It was a Julia Childs recipe that was basically like a beef stew over mashed potatoes.
Oh yeah,
but
that sounds good.
Instead of whipping the mashed potatoes, because those potatoes can become like I wouldn't say viscous, but they become gummy. So we sifted them through. We didn't have a rice. What do they call it? They're like a ricer. And that's how you're supposed to do it,
You're right.
technically. So we did it. We pushed them through a strainer. So that helps basically smooth them out without making them gummy. But we did. It was like we just did chuck roast, and we had a specific recipe.
Good one.
It was like a 6 hour.
I agree.
It was like a 6 hour recipe of us
When it's
doing
prepared
that,
right.
and it was fucking out of this world.
I'll tell you, one of the things I love about you, Tyler, is that you love to like experiment and cook and make things. Like I do too.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, my life is at a point where I do not have time for that shit.
Well, we
I'm serious.
Britt and Heath and I
No,
those
I know,
are our
you got-
like
yes, I know.
those
yeah.
are like
those are your evenings
date
together.
days.
Yeah,
Basically, like we went over there at 10 in the morning.
I love it.
And we went to Britt and I went to the grocery store. We got some of the rest of the stuff that we got, and we spent literally 7 hours cooking. I mean, it's not like a continuous, but you do some stuff. You sit, you do some stuff.
Drink, you're talking.
But yeah, exactly. That's what. And
that's cool.
I grabbed that Maker's.
Pumpkin pie.
I got the red velvet.
Oh,
We just kicked that open, and we just have ourselves a day fucking cooking.
How did everyone else like the red velvet?
I
as
think
you?
they liked it, but I don't.
So, Ohio listeners, which bottle did you pick of
Yeah.
the Maker's Mark series for the holidays on OHLQ? That was my.
That was really
radio.
great.
I always forget you did
That's
your
my
radio.
Great. We should have a radio voice contest.
Oh, I would fucking suck.
I'm losing that one.
You probably would.
I destroyed you.
I don't have a
No,
TV.
you're good.
I was an MC for an
I know you
entertainment
were,
company. For a while.
and I used to do streaming.
You have a pretty good radio voice.
I do.
I don't have a
when
radio.
I do it.
When he does it.
My problem is I really have to concentrate to do it. Like honestly, when I'm just talking normal, I'm high pitched. I have my right testicle drops in the middle of a sentence, and but I have to really concentrate. You know what I mean? Like right. I'll go high low, high low. And then my inflection changes when I get excited about something. Like I'll get really high about something, and then it just drops
I get
again.
really high about something.
I knew he was going to say
Fair
that.
enough, gummies. But all right, let's nose this, fuckers.
Dude's like,
It's berries for me.
so good.
Yeah.
Berries and cream, berries and cream. How does it do, Pooh? This is delicious.
That's my radio voice. How did you figure that out?
I've heard it before. It's super secret tapes.
What I love is Jason called me earlier today, and I answered the phone with my hello, my sultry woman voice that I do, and most people, when I do that to them,
like,
I can just hear them pulling the phone away from their head, looking at and making sure they call the right number. Right, making sure they call the right number. He immediately just jumped right in with his woman voice. I was like, "Motherfucker, didn't fall for shit." And it's like, "Hey, dude," and I'm like, "You fucker." Yeah. Everyone else I've ever done that to for the first time immediately, and even my wife, the first few times I did that to her, I could hear her pull the phone away from her face.
Trina doing that. She'd be, what? like just so flustered by it.
Who's with you?
Yes. Who's with dude? Oh my god.
Who's answering?
I'm just like,
Hi, dude. Nice to talk to you.
I don't have a radio voice or a TV face.
You could do like a Christmas elf episode.
You
with that
could,
fucking
because
joke.
that's
Yeah.
like the helium episode of like any show out there. That's
So I love it because Jillian, she's not like a Grinch, but she
This has
just
gotta be
doesn't
Jack
love
Daniels.
Christmas like I do.
I thought you weren't guessing. What happened with you?
I know.
You broke it already.
Listen,
It's broken.
I think it's a Jack
Listen.
Daniels too.
I think it's a
The
Jack
nose
Daniels,
is
'cause
the
I
nose
just
is
said-
not as good as the Old Forester, I think.
I agree.
but I'm getting banana.
Oh yeah, I get all banana chips, but I
Yeah.
get like
But
that,
I get a strong banana.
that strong maple,
Yeah.
Woo.
that strong like maple toasted oakiness.
It's definitely
that comes with a Jack.
The heat, the alcohol percentage is coming through on
and
this.
this is way
Yeah.
more viscous and
You've already
long
dove in?
finish. Oh, I can't stop.
No, he's already dove in. He's already drinking it.
I'm already halfway down the train track. Come on.
Damn it! Better stuff than I have.
It's about halfway down the
I'm sorry, dude.
Can we just watch like old movies on the way down to Kentucky?
Yes, we're just gonna have an iPad.
Can we just put like Monty Python in the background? I would
God.
fucking cry.
I was just thinking of a movie that you need to watch, and damn it, it's escaped me. I was just thinking about it the other day. I
Not
was
like a Monty Python. Like,
no.
British
But it was
humor.
actually more recent, and it was something I know he probably hasn't seen, and I'm like, God, he would probably love this. I've got to think of it.
We've said this before, but Tyler watching Airplane for the first time.
I was in tears.
He was cackling like a little kid, like
Yes,
I fucking.
it was
That movie,
so.
that movie will make you do that.
If you've never seen it before, it's outstanding.
like,
I
was
mean,
it like
even if
Blazing
you did-
Saddles or something done?
No,
like an old
it wasn't
thing,
like
Mel
that. It
Brooks?
wasn't that old. It was newish, but it was something I know. It's still kind of more our generation. He probably hasn't seen it, and I can't remember what it was. Damn it! Oh well.
good.
All right, I'm diving in. I haven't
Yeah,
never had any yet.
It's crazy how much the proof shows in this still though. Like after we've had these, like you're like fuck. I mean, this is what close to 140 proof. It's like 138.
138, if I remember. If it is,
We're
Jack
assuming.
Daniels.
Yeah.
We're assuming this is the Jack. I mean, this is the
This is actually Old Forester 100.
right. Here's the problem.
This is a Texas 2-year whiskey.
Here's the one problem I will say about the way we did this.
Did you have that hoodie when you were like literally 300 pounds in 2002?
Stephen Barry's? Do you remember that place?
Yes.
Steve and Barry.
I
Right
bought
across-
this. I bought this at a Stephen Barry's way back in the day, and until I cut this, I hated it. It was like choking me out.
Oh yeah, I have some hoodies I had to
which
like
turned
cut a
Trina
V.
on, but for me,
Did you cut the fucking finger hole sleeves in it too?
I did.
God, what are you like a fucking 7th grade listening to Limp Bizkit?
No, but I walk my fucking dogs outside, and I can't use gloves because I have to pick up their shit.
He's a
It's-
skater boy. He said,
but it's
"See you
literally
later, boy."
it's not
I did
covering
do
any
all
of
of
your
that.
hand.
Huh?
It's not,
But it covers the parts of my hand that get fucking cold, dick bag.
No, your fingers get cold, not the palm. Not
You're-
the,
you're-
who's
Who's
the
the 90s?
You're telling
Avril
me.
that did-
hold on.
Avril Lavigne.
You're telling me what
She
parts
said,
of
"I'm
me
with the
get
skater
cold.
boy."
Yeah,
I said, "See
yeah.
you later, boy."
You're telling me what parts of me get cold.
Yeah.
I love that there's two conversations happening.
I love how Brett like just he talk lyrics.
Yes.
like Avril Lavigne
She was
songs.
a
Yeah,
skater.
no, I-
Skater boy, I'm gonna skate.
I caught it. I caught it.
you later, boy.
So
That's dude singing it.
Yeah.
that was me singing it. So to be fair, did everyone else think Avril Lavigne when she first came on the scene was pretty hot?
I
She
did
still
not-
is.
I haven't seen her in forever. She's
But
not even relevant anymore.
Never did it for me.
Never
Really?
She's a little
Well,
skinny.
but you know what? You're from Brooklyn, Long Island, whatever. Like, yeah,
I wasn't into like skater girls.
right.
I liked like
That's
Britney-
super Midwest.
Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Britney Spears.
And,
Did you
Was
see
that
Brit-
close?
you see-
Did that? Did I do it?
Samantha Fox.
Oh, Samantha
Dude,
Fox.
Britney
was my number
Spears
one.
is
Yes.
Britney Spears is like
All right, ready?
5
Here we go.
days away from doing a porn.
First ever.
She's 5 days away from doing a porn.
She is. You see her videos?
Yes,
like she's
she is
fucking.
trying so
I
hard to be
cannot
relevant
wait
right now.
until her
I get
tits
it.
are out.
I get it.
No, but she's been under that what are the conservatorship or whatever.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
So she's trying so hard to still stay relevant.
First like TV movie girl crush ever. Tyler, go. And there's no
Topanga.
You can't like the
Topanga.
Topanga. Really?
Topanga's
Yes.
a good
I thought you were
one.
too
Well-
young for Topanga.
No. But if we're gonna skip, if we're gonna,
I was
well,
never too young for Topanga.
Actually, Was that late 90s or was that early 2000s?
Late 90s.
Late 90s.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say if we're like getting
Boy
technical,
Meets
it's probably fucking
You're gonna go Kelly Kapowski.
no, I'm
I've got 3.
Kelly
I'm
Kapowski.
like
you gotta pick one.
I think
No,
I think
there's
the
categories you'll
what was the
understand.
lady this is
you'll
weird,
It's
but
always
like I
complicated.
probably got like the first boner watching like who's the girl Bugs
Doctor
Bunny?
Who, Doctor
no, the girl Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, it's
the
Girl Bugs Bunny.
Babs.
Babs. I was like,
God,
whoa,
you've
like,
been watching too much Theo Vaughn.
Babs.
Talking
Babs
about
Bunny
getting a boner
gave you-
Yeah, well, I was
watching
probably
cartoons.
like
That's Theo
5.
Von.
Like I was like,
I was
oh,
like,
wait.
Seriously, that's
Wow.
Theo.
They
that is-
sexualize a cartoon.
That is 100% Theo Vaughn. You've been watching too much Theo Vaughn, talking about boners, watching
I
cartoons.
was going to
That
say,
went off
that's
the
a great
rails.
question. First boner. Like,
Okay.
Oh, yeah. All
So,
right, go, dude.
My
Give
kid
me,
got his first boner.
I've got 3.
he was touching it. I was like, that kid. He's like a year old. He's like 2 years
Hold
old.
on, we
with a
got
fucking
to listen to
erection.
dude's
Oh,
3-tier.
my God.
Three
girl system.
categories: magazines.
The first girl first was
Magazines.
the 3.
Nudie magazine day.
No, no,
Nudie
no,
magazine day.
3.2.
3.2.
magazines. Elle McPherson
Okay.
fucking did it for me.
What do you mean when you
Sports
mean
Illustrated
okay.
swimsuit edition.
Elmer Fudge.
Second, movies. Who's the girl from Cocktail? She was blonde.
Elizabeth Shue?
Yes,
She in that?
Elizabeth
okay,
Shue.
yeah.
Elizabeth Shue.
She's
That's
hot.
a good
Fuck,
call.
Elizabeth Shue.
Elizabeth Shue.
Good
is
call.
hot.
And here's the funny
Adventures
thing.
in Babysitting.
She looks great right now, too,
And
still.
she still looks. And she
Yeah.
was in
Still looks
CSI
amazing.
for a minute, and I was like, "Damn,
And
all
she,
right."
and she reprised her role. She reprised her role over in Cobra Kai on
So,
Netflix.
so
did
here,
she?
Still looks
she
great.
did. Did she really?
Yeah.
So
And she was on The Boys, if anybody watches that.
Elizabeth
yes,
Shue's
I
a good choice.
Love The
the
Boys.
boys.
All
That's
right, go ahead.
She's gone now, though.
She's gone now, yeah.
But if you notice, my wife, Elizabeth Shue, very similar, like in a sense.
I could see a resemblance.
Yeah. And they're not exact, but like, similar, whatever. And then porn, Marilyn Chambers. So those are my 3.
Dude, so
Well, hold on.
Time-
Wait,
no, no.
stop talking. So here's the thing. You may not know this about me, but I was very, very, very. This explains a lot about
No,
my personality.
you were into
let
porn.
Me finish. Yes, of course. Who's not into porn?
I meant like
As a
you
guy.
you worked in
I did not
an
work in the
adjacent.
porn industry.
You worked adjacent.
I did. I'll explain.
You
that
worked
too.
adjacent.
So, a couple of things. All right. First thing is, my grandmother took me to see Porky's when I was like 5 years old, thinking it was a
That's
Porky
not
Pig
where I
movie.
thought that was
Oh
going.
my god.
Thinking it was a Porky Pig movie.
Really?
My
funny.
brother my brother's 7 years older than me. We were in Baltimore visiting my family. He convinced my grandmother that Porky's was a Porky Pig movie. So she takes all of us cousins to see Porky's, and we get in there, and she realizes at some point, obviously, like probably in the first 5 minutes, that it's not a Porky Pig movie, and she's too embarrassed to get up and walk out. My grandmother was like 4'11".
I wonder what the ticket attendant was thinking. Like,
Right.
well,
I think about that all the time. Honest to God.
have a good time,
what
kids.
the fuck? Because we were all standing behind.
How many
to this
kids?
day,
Like just
it was-
come on, kids.
so-
come on, kids.
So listen, it was
As
my,
a 4'11" grandma shuffling you guys in
it was my brother, my sister, and me. That's 3, and then Ryan
in
and
Belpre,
Andrea.
Ohio.
No, this is in Baltimore. I
Okay.
just said that. I thought. 'Cause what it-
yeah.
And then so there were 6 of us, and I was not the youngest. I was not the youngest. My cousin Ryan
I
was.
kind of just feel bad for your grandma now.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's dead. It's fine.
Okay.
So that was the first thing that.
Come
like,
on, kids. Let me go inside. We're gonna see
No,
nice.
she was
a
awesome.
Nice,
She was awesome.
Beautiful.
Dwight, come on, Dwight. Let's get in here.
Beautiful film about Porky Pig.
She was the only person who called me Dwight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, until I got hired by a company in California who refused to call me dude. I'm like, this makes no sense. And they were headquartered on a pier on the beach, and they refused to call me dude.
That
I'm like,
is
what the fuck?
You were like, huh, it's my pronoun. Use it.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Brad, what was your first girl crush?
So there were a lot. Like I had a lot of boners as a kid, right? But I feel like
Who didn't?
I know
That's
It was-
part of growing
It was
up.
kind of a joke.
Yeah, it
I
happens.
gotcha.
Cindy Crawford's what jumps out. Like the
Yes,
Cindy
that's a good one.
Crawford
That's a good
drinking
one.
the Pepsi. Do you remember those commercials?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, like when Michael Jackson's hair caught on fire. Yeah.
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 That's
you
where
heard
that
that
came
joke?
from. His hair caught on fire.
You know what Michael Jackson's
He's like,
pronouns are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had the cold opener last week of you doing the Bill Cosby joke.
Oh yeah.
putting his dick where it doesn't belong.
Yeah.
Pudding.
You heard?
Pudding.
It's like Bill Cosby likes pudding.
Yeah.
Putting his dick
Putting
where it
his
don't
dick where it
belong.
don't
Right.
yeah.
So that was the cold opener last week. You might be 2 openers in a row now.
Might be too open.
Damn it.
Nice.
All right.
So Cindy Crawford, that was the one.
I think it was Cindy. Yeah, like I'm thinking back to things, and I'm
No
like,
categories, just Cindy Crawford.
just
huh?
Cindy. Yeah, it's just like an all over.
Booker's
like,
has to have the dudes
Hey.
have the tier system.
I got one for you.
what?
Pink Ranger.
Wait.
I was too old for the Rangers.
Oh,
What do you mean you're too old for the Power
the Green
Rangers?
Ranger just
I-
died. The
yeah.
original Green Ranger just died.
Yeah, he was like 45.
He
didn't
was like
watch it.
45,
I was
46
too
years
old
old.
for
watch the
That's-
Power
that's
Rangers?
terrifying.
No.
It is.
My first one, Alyssa Milano.
Oh
Not even a
yeah.
question.
Who's the boss?
Alyssa
Who's the
Milano.
boss?
That was
Fuck,
good.
That's a good one.
Samantha.
I can't stand
Come
her
downstairs.
now. I can't stand her now. She's annoying
Yeah.
as fuck. But like, you're
Alyssa-
right.
How young was
Alyssa-
she at the time?
It doesn't matter.
I don't know, but she came out with a workout video called Teen Steam.
oh, I
Teen
remember
Steam.
that.
And when Teen Steam commercials
remember
came on, I was
that.
like, Grandma, leave the room.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I
Teen
think
Steam.
I think Alyssa Milano was definitively my number one, and then kind of Samantha Fox followed, and then
Yeah.
into Kelly Kapowski eventually.
Kelly Kapowski
definitely
was a good
Kelly
one.
Kapowski.
She was a
yeah.
good one. Yeah,
she was a
for
good
sure.
one.
Were you too old for Pink Rangers?
Oh, absolutely.
I never ever
I was
in my
too old
life
for it,
I didn't
watched
get
Power
into
Rangers.
I didn't get into Power Rangers,
And I
at
did
all.
not allow my son to watch Power Rangers or
He was probably too young
Barney,
for that.
Or Barney.
Barney was
Well,
weird.
yeah, that makes sense.
No, Power Rangers has been around since they came out. They never went away.
yeah, but
They even had a movie like 5 years ago.
I mean,
know.
yeah, but that's just way past
I'm just
the good times.
no, but I'm just saying that the kids.
Why
that
didn't
grew
you
up
allow
on
them
it
to watch Power Rangers?
Because it's fucking annoying. It was terrible. It was a stupid show.
Power Rangers to me was a ripoff of Voltron, which was my
Voltron.
favorite.
Voltron.
Yeah, it
which
was.
was my favorite
100%.
cartoon growing up.
Yes.
just
I
see
saw it
my-
over there,
yes,
dude.
I
I
just
saw
see
it
my
as I
Voltron
walked in,
over there.
Yeah, Voltron.
Dude,
No, you're right.
Thundercats.
Voltron was the shit.
Thundercats.
I did love Thundercats.
Thundercats
too.
was.
Listen, Transformers, Thundercats, G.I. Joe. Those were my
Yep,
three
those
favorite.
are my three
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I'd come
Dragon
home
Ball
for-
Z.
no.
That
No,
was, that
it's
was
after you.
Past
God,
the
you're
prime.
so fucking
You're
young.
You're probably you have to be Dragon Ball
You're
Z.
10
fan.
years
No. What?
younger than the
Dude,
youngest
I'm
person
45 years old.
He's
dude.
my
but
age,
still.
dumbass.
I know, but still.
No.
No, it was
Tyler-
Transformers.
here. Yeah, you're 10 years younger than the
Thundercats?
youngest person here. Does that
And
make
G.I.
sense?
Joe.
G.I.
And
Joe?
G.I. Joe always did those little PSAs
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Knowing is half the battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, what about
And now we
Indian
know,
Indian in the
because now it's
cupboard?
happened.
What a good movie.
I remember that.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Indian in the cupboard board? I know cupboard.
Cupboard, but not
Cupboard.
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 The cupboard board.
I don't know what
that's
that
a-
is.
That's an
Cupboard.
extended cupboard.
That's the sequel.
That's the sequel.
5 Indians in the cupboard board.
All right, we
Go get
haven't-
the last
we have
one. Go
not
get the
rated
last
this
one.
We haven't rated.
Oh, we
this
haven't
one.
rated this?
No, we
this,
haven't rated it.
this is getting better and better, man.
Let me
Oh.
one more sip.
This is a 4-1.
All right.
Oh.
Hold on. Let me give mine. I'm going to give it a 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that Jack Daniel single barrel proof 4-1.
What's going to be funny is if this is Old Forester.
This is the old Forster 100. Watch.
God.
I mean,
All
they
right,
play
Brett.
in the same space.
They
I'll
do.
go. I'll go
3-9.
for
It's-
4-2.
they're all Brown Foreman.
Yeah.
I'll go 4-2.
4-2. All right.
3-9.
So you're 3-9.
Yep.
So you went up still.
Yeah,
Okay.
I went up. Yeah, I'm going
So
up.
so one of the things I'll
And you
say
said
about
4-2?
this 4-2. So the proof
4.2 or 4 also?
No, 4.2.
Okay.
Sorry. So on the Jack Daniels, from what I can tell, the proof shows a little bit too much.
Agree. That's why I gave it
It's
a little bit lower.
yes, it's a little bit too much. The proof on the Old Forester 100 is like perfect, but the viscosity
Yeah.
Some. Just
on
dump it
this,
in
like
there.
if these were like,
Blend it. You could do it right now. You could blend it.
don't tell me how to live my life.
Just do it, Tyler.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
Nut up or shut up.
He's
Just
trying to
blend
get
them.
him exactly equal. Look.
I know. I can tell.
It's mad scientist Tyler here.
Oh my God, he did it.
Now twirl it around.
Swirl it.
Go get the other ones.
Swirl. That's a better
Swirl
word.
it, you swirling bastard.
I said twirl.
You
Swirl's
look
better.
like you have
Swirl.
Parkinson's
Swirl's
over
better.
there. Sorry for my Parkinson's listeners.
Fox to get our
Yeah.
get our blood ready.
Sorry for my Parkinson's listeners.
My
Jesus.
God.
Jesus
They
Christ.
just skipped the station.
Oh man, one's getting better now too.
So, all right, I'm pretty confident this last one is mine. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm
'Cause you haven't
excited
tasted it yet.
because I haven't tasted it yet. I'm
And I haven't
excited for
either.
you to taste this blend
Okay.
because I feel like I could be a master blender after you taste this.
All right. Let's see how it goes. I have been doing blend again in the last several weeks.
This smells really good, Tyler.
The blend smells good.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
You want?
I mean, you got to remember they are
want a sip or
different.
no?
They are different mash bills.
I like it.
They are different mash bills.
I do like it.
Let's see if your shit fucking falls flat here.
We'll see. I do. I like that.
It got very heavy banana for me.
Yeah,
I did.
You want to?
Very heavy banana. I mean, I don't mind it, but that's a lot of banana.
Yeah.
The blend. I love banana. I don't mind banana. I don't want that much banana. It's like still on my palate.
Banana nut bread with like a solid 1/4-inch
But look at the
layer
color
of
of this.
cold butter on
Yeah,
it.
That collar
is
is
crazy.
fantastic.
The collar.
isn't it? I'm from Southern Ohio, dude. It's
the collar
Appalachia.
or the color?
That cal is
It's
fantastic.
collar to me. The collar,
Collar.
like the collar, it's the same thing.
What do you
Collar,
think?
collar.
What do you think?
I say the exact same thing. But
Yeah.
it
What do you
should be
think?
colored. No, that's outstanding.
I understand.
I like it actually. The mixture of the two.
Oh yeah, this
I'm drinking
is
some more.
very sweet on the nose.
Thanks for being the only one that said anything to that.
We just ignore it for the most part now.
This is
This has got to be your blend.
I think it is too.
Well, yours isn't a blend, right? Yours is
No, it
actually
was-
a single barrel, right?
no, it was. I blended two
Oh,
barrels.
mine and yours were blends. His was a single barrel.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
what it
I
was.
blended 2 barrels.
Okay.
yeah. I could see why this would be yours if it is yours. It is. It's
Have
all.
you ever been to Bourbon 30?
Ooh.
No.
God,
It was a fun experience.
It was. I mean, they do some light whiskeys, but it's all MGP for the most part.
Yeah.
But like, it was fun. They just give you
barrel
cups.
thief.
They
and a
leave you
thief,
alone.
and they just leave
Yeah.
you alone.
I've heard that. It's just
and you
crazy
just
experience.
you could
get
get
drunk.
trashed
Yeah.
if you wanted to.
Yeah.
We
Just-
tried so much shit. I'm like, fuck. What did I like?
I've never in my life felt like, but we were spitting at the end.
Yeah. Well, they're
were-
they're seriously
you
like,
have
oh,
to.
here's
At
30
the
barrels, like have at it.
Oh,
and you're
there was
like,
probably 50 barrels.
Yeah.
There, right. And we were mixing and matching, and
Oh, that's mine.
So much fun going into a.
Guaranteed, that's mine. I tasted
this
it.
is so dark.
Sorry.
what I was trying to say earlier is the only bad thing about this is that we're all. I don't want to say that we're experts. I would say you're an
You like
expert.
that?
But we're all.
Is there light whiskey in here?
We
I
don't think so.
No, it was
None
2
of them
bourbons.
seem to be light whiskeys.
There's no
that we
light
did.
whiskey in here.
I used
I
to have
don't, I don't
pictures of the
believe so.
barrels.
I don't
There's
believe
got
so.
to be.
I don't think it is. I think they were both MGP bourbons,
I do too.
but
This
we
is-
could be wrong.
This is so cloyingly sweet. I would think there'd be some light whiskey in
Now-
it, but maybe not.
But I will say, like, we're all seasoned tasters now. You're an expert, I would say. And
Nobody's an expert.
No,
It's
but
just
like, but
all
you,
palates are different.
But your palate is pretty well regarded, I think, in the industry, and so like that's the problem with us knowing what all 4 of these are. You know, having the finals the way we did, going back and looking at the original ratings and ranking them to see how they rank compared to this would be interesting.
Yeah, agree.
And plus, as we, thinking that these were the best of what we had
Yeah.
in the original flights, and now when you're comparing all 4,
Right,
Yeah.
but
they're all extremely different. I mean,
But-
that's
that's true.
the Jack Old Forester might be the closest, but they're still miles apart.
But I think that we have all, at least because they're so different, none of these have been like crappy like we've thought some of the ones that we had in some of the other ones were.
Agree.
True.
Yeah, I don't think I have a picture. I used to have pictures of like the tops of the barrels of the 2
Yeah.
that I blended, and I might have deleted them.
I am a phone picture hoarder. I do not get rid of. Trina
Well-
hates the fact that I do not delete pictures. I'm like, they're memories. Why would I delete them?
Before this phone, I was running out of storage, and I was like, I got to start deleting shit. So I'm just like,
I
whatever.
always opt for the largest storage phone just for that reason.
Well, I mean, I did that now.
Yeah, but do you sort yours by file? I've started to do that.
Important things I'll put folders. But if I need to find anything now, you can use Siri. You can
Oh,
actually.
can you?
Oh,
But how do you
yes.
find a photo through Siri?
You show,
Dude, that's
hey,
that's candy
show
in the
me
glass.
photos in
like this?
Louisville.
It's
Show me
candy.
photos
Yeah, I
in
love it,
Lexington.
man.
Oh yeah, you
What
can
are the-
say all that stuff and it brings it up.
If it's yours, one of the components.
I'll go back
Yeah,
through
I honestly don't remember.
every
It
once
tastes
in a
like
while,
there's
and
like whiskey,
I
but
will
it
like
might not be.
delete things like memes.
I
and-
don't think it was.
Well, it's a 2-barrel blend.
It
you
is,
said, right?
but I don't think either one.
So you
of
don't
them
remember
were
the 2 barrels what they were?
One was very very heavy marshmallow.
Yes.
And the other one was
Heavy
very
maple.
heavy maple. Yeah.
And that's what
So
I
was one of
blended.
them
The
toasted?
marshmarow stands out.
Not to my knowledge. They
No.
were both
They were
just,
just
MGP
They were
barrels.
just 2 straight MGP barrels. Do you know the
Yes.
ages?
We were reading the codes, and I think all of them were within the. They were all within the 4 to 6 year range.
Yeah.
Okay.
And none of them were like crazy high proof.
Yeah, one of these has to be kind of like in a 6-year, or either that, or it was like a more of a concentrated barrel. because the viscosity and the sweetness coming through this whiskey is crazy.
I will say one of the two that he chose, there was not enough. That if I wanted to do, because
it was the end of it because there's the char in there. I remember
we were at the bottom of one of the barrels.
That totally makes sense to me because there is like a concentrated sweetness
maybe
thing
that's
to
what it is
this.
then.
There was a point where we were getting down there and we were pulling out
char,
chips.
like lots of char. Yeah.
It was very low.
And the proof's on the bottle. He calculated the proof and wrote it on there.
Because that reminds me of that pick that I did.
Which one? The Nashville?
The Nashville Houdini.
Yeah, that
which
Nashville
is a
Houdini
6 year.
is so good.
Is that 6 year?
You know what? This does taste similar to that. We should taste that immediately after this and see what we think.
I think that has a little bit more of an oak influence to it, but this thing has like the front and mid palate of this reminds me of that.
I texted you just the other day that
I know.
I'm almost done with mine.
You were saying
I can't stop drinking.
You can't stop drinking.
I cannot stop drinking. It is so good.
We're trying to get some new barrels of that. Looks like
I hope so.
They have some Nash.
I hope so.
They have some Nash Tucky stuff that they're working on.
That and rare character. Get some more rare character. We
did pick one. We picked a rye.
Good.
Which is
not good, but whatever.
But it's the Bardstown Bourbon Company rye.
Yeah.
Basically.
All right.
You need to do the reveal.
Yeah.
We need to see
of
if we
your
were
sexuality.
Right.
Text me the picture.
The photo?
Yeah.
All right, you got it. You want the just one, or you want all the different photos I took?
We're making fun of you right now, Tyler.
Thanks. Where are we meeting next week?
I don't know what you're talking about.
For the trip.
Probably the Grove City place, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because Martell's coming from Lancaster, so it makes more sense for him to come around 270 and meet us there.
You're
still
we meeting at my house and then going?
Oh, I'm in. We'll talk after.
Okay. I was going to say.
I'm in.
I'm about to send the Nancy Kerrigan people over to you.
Jesus.
If you send the Nancy Kerrigan people, I'll send Tony over to you back.
Yes, fair enough.
Did you watch that movie, I, Tonya?
No.
I, Tonya's
He'll
so
send the
good.
Nancy Kerrigan, you send the fucking Dateline.
No, you send over the fucking Godfather 2 people.
No, it's the Dateline.
Oh, what's his name? Chris? Is it Chris something?
Chris something. That ironically got, I think, arrested for
child porn.
Something like that.
Did he really? That would be hilarious. Like,
why don't you have a seat?
Chris Hansworth or whatever?
Yeah, something like that.
Dude, why don't you have a seat?
Chris Hansen. Chris
Yeah,
Hansen.
Chris Hansen.
Have a
That's
seat.
it.
Come have a seat.
Come have a seat.
Come have a seat.
Dude, come have a seat. In his own.
It's tough between the two for me, the last two.
You know what, though? He probably was around that industry so long that he probably saw all that stuff and he probably got a fucking taste of it and liked it.
Maybe.
I bet you that's what happened. I bet he wasn't like that at all. We haven't rated this at all.
No, we haven't.
So here's the funny thing.
It's neck and neck.
This one's Brett's, right?
This is a winner.
As
for me.
I sit there and this is the winner.
I think so.
All right, give me your
4-3.
Ooh, damn, that's your highest. Easy. So all right.
I don't know.
I just had to do one more.
I'm between the third one and the fourth one here. I love the sweetness
The
of
third
the fourth
one is,
but the third one's got a little bit. The last one I love,
third one has
but
a
it's
little more
very
complexity.
sweet.
It is very sweet.
I think the third one has a little bit. It's got sweet, but it's got proof,
complexity.
and it's got complexity
proof,
to
right?
it.
I agree. The nose. The only thing about the third one that I'm knocking is that the nose. The proof came through on the nose.
Yeah.
To me, it was very, very strong on the nose. I was like, damn.
And I think the finish on the third one, the proof takes over a little bit. It's not so much flavor as it is proof. Whereas this fourth one is,
I would agree with that.
I mean, it is just all sweet and candy up front.
It is, but that's not bad.
It's
just,
not bad.
Damn. All right,
I just don't know if I could sit and drink that all night. That's crazy.
His is almost gone. If it's
yeah,
not
it's almost
now.
gone. Yeah, it's almost gone.
It's definitely his. Then.
For the JD?
No. I have plenty of the JD left. That
All right.
blend
What
that
do
I
you
did.
What do you give this? You gave 4-1 on the last one.
Damn. I don't know. That's tough, man. Go back to me because I got to think about this.
All right. What do you give?
4-1 I gave the third one?
You did.
Okay.
I'm going just one higher.
But it goes to 11.
Yeah. Just one more.
What are you giving?
4-2.
4-2. All right. That is your highest. which I knew you were going to fucking sabatage this shit.
I didn't.
I'm just fucking with you. Relax, Tiger.
The last one was a 3.9.
Relax, Sirius.
I forgot.
Relax, Figus.
What are you talking about?
I'm sorry.
What are you talking about? over
Relax,
here?
Figus. What are you giving?
One more.
Do you watch Archer?
I've seen a couple episodes. I don't watch it.
Figus is the guy.
I don't watch.
He
it
sounded like
religiously.
Figus
So
right there.
I will usually rate stuff higher if a specific note stands
Tickles
out.
your fancy.
No, like it's not even a note that I'm like, this is my jam.
Yeah,
but if
no,
a single
that's
note
how it always
stands
is
out,
for anybody. That's how it should be.
yeah. If
For you, if something you really love stands out, that
but
should
it's
make
it's
it
not
go
even
higher.
it's not even about what I love. Like this is just a bag of marshmallows to me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Around a
If I get a bag of brown sugar, or I get a jar of just like those unique Blanton's bottles, it's just like a bottle of vanilla bean. You know what I mean? I rate those higher if I get one specific note that is just like a 10.
Yeah.
And so that's why I have to give this, because it's just, to me, it's just fucking marshmallow all day.
So what do you give this? What's your
One
rating?
higher than the fucking last.
Like a
Jesus
a-
Christ.
Like a 10th?
10th higher?
Yes, a 10.
Okay, that's what.
Sorry,
I'm
that's a
thinking.
great question.
Dumbass.
Like, how much higher?
Right.
A 10.
So
A
4.3.
10. Yes.
Okay,
Did I give a 4-2 to the last one?
you did.
Because I gave a 4-1 to the.
You haven't given a 4-1 to anything yet. You gave
I
a
gave 4 and 4-2.
You gave a 2-7, a 4, a 4-2, and a 4-3 now.
I mean,
All right,
these
now-
are.
Jason's on the hot seat.
That last sip I just took, I got espresso bean on the back end. And
Which
that's,
fucking made it move.
and that's
6
it did.
to 9.
It made 6 to 9 for me. Because old MGPs, some of those MGPs, not old MGPs, but some of those 6 to 5 to 7 year MGPs,
Yeah.
man, you get that espresso bean note. It just did. It gave me a what do you call it? Semi
Chub.
Yeah, semi.
chub.
Semi-chub.
So it was a 4-1 for the Jack.
You had a 4-1 on the Jack, yes.
I'll give this
We're
last
assuming
one.
it was the Jack.
I'll give this one a 4-3.
4-3.
It's good.
Well, what I love is that Brett's doing a victory lap right now, even though
I don't win
we don't
anything.
know for sure
But-
if it's even yours.
I know it's mine.
He knows it's his.
Yeah, I think we all know.
but here's the
what
And
it
I
is.
know that's got to be his because I don't remember tasting anything like that in the rounds.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
one round I missed was his. So
Right. You liked it though, didn't you?
It's good.
It's good. It's
good.
It's fucking retarded.
It
Not
was
to be
stupid.
offensive. Not to be offensive.
Stupid.
Just
good.
bleep that out.
Hey, God, did you see my new tattoo?
Does it say fucking retarded?
It's for
Like,
my,
what a segue.
it's for my grandma.
What's that say?
That's her signature.
nice.
Oh, nice. Very cool.
Rosa
awesome.
Renaria.
How long ago
That's
did you
cool.
get that? It's pretty.
It's still healing. You can
Literally, yeah, literally.
It does, but it's not like
last
red
week.
or anything.
No.
tell. But
It's
it's
like
in the
a-
scabbing stage. I can
Yeah,
tell.
it's like a week old. You can tell.
Yeah, it's about a week old.
I still don't have a tattoo.
I'm tattoo trash.
You don't put bumper stickers on Ferraris. That's all I'm gonna say. That's what you tell people, Tyler. If someone asks you, "Why don't you have a fucking tattoo, pussy?" You say, "I don't put bumper stickers on Ferraris."
I've always been fairly poor, and I never could think of something that I enjoyed so much that I was going to spend $600 on.
I got a ballpoint pen upstairs. You want me to tattoo you?
like for the rest of for the rest of my
Fucking
life.
pirate ship on my leg. Like there's no rhyme or reason
Yeah.
to any of my tattoos.
So
Oh yeah. How did you come to that decision?
I just let a guy freehand my leg.
so high on
Freehand
you.
my leg.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like
Yeah.
it's tattoos involved.
It actually
so
turned out
hot.
well. It turned out really good, but I just let him like freehand fucking. He just went in the zone and started doing shit, and he said he was going like with just like an old school like 50s style tattoos.
Okay.
Whatever. There's a gypsy.
Freestyle my
There was a
leg.
gypsy involved. I
No,
don't know.
there's a
I don't
gypsy
know.
on my leg. There's a
There's a
gypsy on my leg.
There was
All
a
right.
crystal ball and 2 asses. I don't know what happened.
Are we ready for the review?
Yes.
Let's go.
All right, let's start with the worst rated.
Yep.
The worst rated was your
Was it the Texas whiskey?
Texas whiskey.
Which was the first one you brought out.
That was the
Correct?
first one?
Yep.
So the first one I brought out was the Texas whiskey.
Okay, that makes sense.
God, you guys suck. How the hell did you pick that over
I don't
the
know,
Indiana
but you know what?
Foundation?
Do we suck or did your first lineup suck?
My first lineup didn't suck. I purposely put that 4-gate in there thinking it would dominate.
Yeah.
And you guys picked a 2-year Texas
You picked a
whiskey?
fucking hazmat 4-gate, and maybe it was just the order
proof
that
was a
things
little
came
high.
out.
If that
The proof
4-gate,
was-
if that
You
4-gate was in
pussies.
there,
The proof was a little high.
Yeah.
I have a pirate ship on my leg, damn it. You fucker.
I sailed the
can't-
high seas, okay?
Yeah, I sail a... I have a pirate ship on my leg. You guys, there's too much proof for me.
the proof's in the
Damn
pudding.
it.
Putting the dick in there.
I'd rather have 110 proof 2-year Texas whiskey. Much better. Much better.
So what? So what's funny about this whole
More
thing
better.
Dude, that's
is so what's
so New York of you to wear your shoes.
What do you...
But like in
Wear
the
my
house,
what
in the house.
fuck?
He can wear whatever he wants in his
But
house.
like, there's not a
his-
speck
it's
of
his
dirt on the
house.
bottom of them, too.
That's right.
He
Isn't
has
my-
house shoes.
Of his house shoes?
Those are like house Jordans.
They're
Seriously,
house
like there's
Jordans.
no dirt on the bottom of those shoes.
Right, those are his house
Those are house
Jordans.
These are my house Jordans.
Those
I
are
wear
the
them
ones he
only
wears.
around the house. I barely wear them outside.
When he takes his
He
dog for a
bangs
walk,
his
he puts on
girlfriend. The only thing he has is those fucking Jordans on.
He takes his dog for a walk and
they're
puts
like
on different shoes.
They're Carolina blue.
Yeah, Air Jordans.
Yes,
Air
they should
Jordans.
be.
Those
and
are
those
so
are
good.
house Jordans.
These actually aren't Jordans. These are just Air Force Ones.
He just like he's got a
Air
tracksuit.
Force
You know he's got a
One
Long
tracksuit.
Island tracksuit upstairs that he just like he goes to bang his girlfriend. It's just it's a single rip off that he's just like
They're like tearaways.
yes, tearaways. They're tearaway.
That's right.
Tearaway tracksuit. Long Island tracksuit.
That's right.
And then just
That's right.
keeps
'Cause
Air
he's in the
Jordans
mafia.
on.
He's in the mafia.
Yeah,
Right.
Keeps
He's got
Air
his
Jordans
mafia
on.
tracksuit.
And you know what's on the back of my fucking tracksuit? It says Strong Island.
Strong
And I got a fucking medallion that says "Fuck Tyler" in diamonds.
I have that same medallion. I have the same one.
You have the same
I have
medallion
the
guy
same
that I
medallion,
do.
yes.
But it
says
but
fuck
it's
Tyler.
Yes, but it's actually like it's like an anal bead insert.
Yes.
That he puts it in.
Mine is an anal bead. And
Trina,
it's
Trina,
like,
put this in me, and it's just an anal bead that it's like a plated thing that says "fuck
I
Tyler."
think it's like a single anal bead.
Yes,
It's
one
just
big
single.
anal
bead.
you know what's funny is Tyler has to drive home.
So do I.
We all
But
do.
he's drunk.
Oh.
No, I'm not.
You sound drunk.
No, I'm
I
not.
don't think he's drunk.
Plus, we have Popeyes across the street.
All right. What I was going to
Two
say
less.
before Tyler so funnily, as opposed to rudely, which is the normal thing, interrupted,
No.
is that each one of these that we did rated higher than the previous.
Yeah, they got progressively
Every
better.
one of them, and that was random because you poured them. I picked them just randomly.
Yep.
And they all got better each time.
Well, I mean that makes sense if you are on your scale because you're always
here we
rating
go.
to what you're tasting.
Always goes back to the
my
scale.
scale is just across the board.
That's what you need a tattoo of. His scale.
his scale.
Just
Right?
put a 3 on his
Just
back.
put a
Yes.
3 on your back.
on his
Three.
low back.
Yeah.
On tramp stamp
3.0.
Tramp stamp
Yes.
him at
Tramp stamp
3.0.
3.0, and then the dude's signature on your tramp.
Jillian's like, what is this? It's dude's fucking scale.
No.
3.0 out of
Put it
10.
on your chest so that
Out of 5.
so that Jillian has to see it every time.
Oh,
so it
God.
reminds her of me every time she has sex with me.
Say it
yes.
with your chest.
It's
it was on his
say it
back,
with your
she'd see it
chest.
every time.
It's a 3.0 out of 5.
What did he say?
I said if it was on his back, she'd see it every time they had
Yeah.
sex.
Pegging Friday.
Wow.
Pegging Friday.
Fridays.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, whatever.
Yeah, that's like a Monday thing.
That's your
Yeah.
that's your whole
I'm
week.
doing this fucking stupid podcast
Whatever.
and I'm missing pegging.
All I want to know is that tonight you're going to be somewhere getting a tattoo of dude scale on your lower back eating Popeyes.
Fuck. I don't know what just happened.
All right. Number
two.
2. Was it Old
Who
Forester
does,
100?
who does number 2 work for?
Old
So
Forester.
the second one we had was Old Forester.
That's who he works for.
So
Predict-
it didn't win, but it finished in the top 3.
It was good. It was still very good.
It was.
They were very bunched together in my scale.
They
The
were.
nose in the front. That Old Forester 100 might
It's ridiculous.
almost probably had the second best nose of the night.
$22.
Yeah.
Agree.
$22.
22 bucks.
Right.
Yep. And
It's
all you
consistent.
you guys can just keep waiting online for fucking Weller and Bland's. We're gonna keep this Old Forester 100.
Old Forester.
For 22 bucks.
Listen,
If Old Forester
I will say this.
signature blows up, They owe us our
Yes,
podcast.
they do.
Because
they need to
What are
pay
they
for
going to do? They're going to
Yes.
send you a case of Old Forester
Forster
100.
100.
You
Yes.
go buy a case for $100 right now.
Old Forester would be like,
$120.
$120. Yeah.
132. So here's the funny thing.
sex.
Back to what you're saying. There's not a lot, in my opinion, that Old Forester 100 doesn't beat. The two things that beat it in this particular episode are a blend that you made, right?
Correct.
And a Jack Daniel's
Of
single barrel
MGP,
pick.
of some really good MGP
And
stuff.
a Jack Daniel's single barrel pick.
But not only a Jack Daniel's single barrel pick, but that's like some of the best Jack Daniels I've ever fucking
but
had.
my point is that
That's crazy.
Until you had my pick.
everything else is
I don't know that I've had it.
everything else is shelfers, right?
Right.
Everything else is shelfers. And the point is that for $22, there is a bottle of Old Forester 100 sitting there calling your name that you don't think of because it looks like it's $22.
Yeah,
it's
like a
probably
screw
not
top,
good.
you know.
It's a screw top. But that's the point. It's so good.
Agree.
And it's $22. It might be $25 now. I don't know.
But
my point is,
less than
it's
22.
less
It's
than
22.
$30. It's a budget bourbon. It wins almost every blind we do until we start adding in
Some
single barrels.
fucking crazy shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. So let's go to number 3. So the third one we did averaged a 4.05. We all loved it. It was very similar to the Old
that the mean
Forester,
or the
to be
median?
fair.
Yeah.
That was the
kidding.
average. Dick. So
There's not enough data points for a median.
4.05 average. And it was
4.05?
4.05. God, what the fuck?
Oh my God, let him finish.
That's what I always tell my wife. Let me finish. I
selfish.
know you're done,
So
but let me
selfish.
finish.
So selfish.
So 4.05 Jack Daniels, as we thought.
Would you fucking get there?
I just
Well,
got
it's
there.
there.
What the fuck are you talking about? I just got there. I just said it was Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels.
What the fuck is
So by
wrong
process
with
of
you?
elimination, the last one.
The last one is Brett.
Just
So
to
Brett
be
wins.
fucking-
Brett wins.
Brett wins with his blend
from Bourbon 30.
From Bourbon 30.
What do
Jay
you
Mattingly.
win? I win a 2-year Austin, Texas bourbon. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, just for your troubles, I'm going to give you that bottle of. I'll give you that beautiful bottle right there.
2-year
Give
Texas
that beautiful
bourbon.
bottle right there. Yep. That's right.
It's yours. Take
It's yours. It is yours.
That's hilarious. So that's pretty fucking cool, if you ask me. I don't know. I just think that
This was fun. It was a whole process. It was
Yeah.
fun.
Listen.
What's the
we
moral
didn't
of the
have any
story?
rule- yeah.
MGP 6 years still beats a bunch of other super
Right?
old shit.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah. I mean,
true.
honestly, we had a Jack Daniels that was outstanding.
I mean, that was good. The blend, like I'm doing the same.
And
thing
guess
Tyler
what?
did,
Hey,
blending those.
if you guys
No,
don't know
yeah.
this,
Don't?
Jack Daniels is
I just rehabbed that, and it was
It is
I
bourbon.
think it was
It is
great.
bourbon.
fucking
Jack
unreal.
Daniels is bourbon.
Jack
Yeah,
Daniels is
it is.
bourbon.
Agreed.
Yeah, and any of you guys that disagree,
Look at the
Subscribe.
Look at the Mash and Drums episode where they had their distillers
I had
on.
Chris Fletcher and Lexi Phillips
Where they
on.
both had-
both master distillers.
Both of them.
Of Jack Daniels, and they both said Jack Daniels,
It's technically bourbon.
it's a bourbon. Qualifies as a bourbon.
They just prefer to
They
call
prefer
it
to call
Tennessee
it Tennessee
whiskey.
whiskey.
It's a different
It's
designation.
unique, right? It's very unique.
See, the bullshit,
Lincoln County process,
the thing
that's
that
all.
bugs me about it, I'm going to fucking open up a can of worms here. The
Uh-oh.
thing that bothers me about it
Open it.
is that guys
that Texas is terrible.
guys and girls that argue that Jack Daniels is not bourbon say that when you filter it to the maple charcoal, it changes, it alters, it flavors.
It's
it.
subtractive. It's not additive.
Yeah, what
it's
the fuck?
subtractive.
Yeah, what the fuck do you think you're doing when you're putting a finish on a bourbon?
Well, no, but hold on. Don't even go there.
a Maker's, a
Hush.
fucking
Hey,
Angel's Envy, a fucking
Hey, the adults are talking.
Lux, any of the Lux
everything you
Rose.
Angel's Envy is no longer bourbon,
right?
but
No longer.
Old Ezra,
No longer.
Old
It
Ezra,
never was.
charcoal,
Yeah.
mellowed.
Charcoal mellowed,
It's still bourbon
still bourbon.
because
Yeah.
guess what charcoal does? It's subtractive. It's not additive.
Yeah,
It's a natural.
It subtracts.
It's
the
subtractive.
Off
That's
flavors.
the thing. It's
it
not.
takes out.
It's
off
not
flavors.
adding any flavor. It's subtracting. So
But you can argue, though. You can argue
let's hear
that
the
the
argument.
Lincoln County process, even though yes, on paper it is subtractive, it does add something to the whiskey.
Yeah, better flavor.
Well, I mean that's
joking.
debatable. That just depends on the person.
No.
But I'm just saying. But I'm just saying. Like,
It's adding by subtracting.
You're putting the white dog through something that subtracts it, but may add some flavors to it. You could make that same argument for finishing a whiskey in a secondary barrel. Bourbon, it's all fucking bourbon. So anyone that says,
I mean, even Angel's Envy is bourbon before it's finished.
It's a marketing thing. They want to be marketed as Tennessee whiskey.
Right. 100%.
George Dickel has a bourbon.
Yes.
That is marketed as a bourbon, and they didn't do anything fucking different to it except blend some different barrels together to get the Dickel out of it
And
a little bit.
Guess where it was made?
Yeah, Tennessee.
There you
go.
Tennessee.
Mic drop.
Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee.
Arrested Development? Anyone?
Yeah.
Anyone?
Don't watch it.
The band, not the...
Yeah, I'm all about
don't
it.
watch that show.
Not the
Tennessee.
show. The band.
You want to play a game of horseshoes? Game of horseshoes.
All right.
I haven't played some shoes in a while.
This is Thanksgiving, so you mentioned finishing with the wild turkey Unforgiven.
Are we doing that on air?
No, that was a
No,
ruse.
no, you
that
guys,
was a
you guys-
ruse.
we said we were finishing on the toast.
Toast.
Yeah.
What toast?
The fuck are you talking about? I was
Yeah,
having
we're
a stroke.
talking.
That
Yeah,
was
no,
toast.
we're finishing. We're all finishing on the toast.
What toast? The stroke I had earlier?
The jizz toast.
I don't know.
Finish up the fucking toast.
No, we're gonna finish with this turkey.
All right. You said you were going to surprise us with something.
That is
What the
a box
fuck
I've
is
never
that?
seen before. It's like your mom's.
I need. What? Okay, he's putting that back up on the shelf now.
That's it. You just ruined
Not
this
cool.
bottle
His
for me.
his mom just moved to Columbus. That was not cool.
Where is
telling-
she?
I'm telling my mother she's gonna stab you.
You know,
I hope so.
is she in the area?
Yeah, she just moved into town.
I know Columbus.
That looks like the Blue Run bottle almost.
It does. I
A
agree.
little bit. Yeah.
Wild Turkey Spirit.
This is the Wild
American
Turkey
Spirit.
American Spirit
15 years
15
old.
year. This was this was the original bottled and bond they did before they released the Masters Keep 17-year bottled and bond.
How old is that? Is this like
15 years.
No. I meant like, is that from like 2020?
No,
Like,
no. This is
that's
a
what I mean.
19. This might be. Let me check the.
Well, this is
stamp on
before
it.
2000.
That's
Yes.
I guess that's kind of I was trying to get.
Wow.
Actually, no. This might be. I'll look
That's
that
cool.
up.
I was just curious, like, is it 80s or 90s?
Are you Jar Jar Binks? Yeah.
Jar Jar was
voices-
the worst character
I
ever.
always thought my voices were decent, but yours fucking blow it out of the water.
I think that.
You know what? Jar Jar Binks wasn't as bad as everyone makes
No,
it.
he was.
he was a great
He was.
character.
No,
He was very bad. It wasn't so much Jar Jar Binks.
He's
it was
like
Disney,
me as
Disney
a
fine
car character.
the Star Wars franchise,
Yeah.
which ruined it.
I agree with that.
He was like me as a character.
The fucking hiccups.
This, I think that Tyler like the penis.
I agree with that. That's why he has pegging every day of the week.
This, I think that's in the tramp stamp.
Trina has a tramp stamp. That's why we call her Trampy.
So does my girlfriend.
She's from
It's
that
great.
era.
Nothing wrong with tramp stamps.
All
Gives you-
girls from that age.
This is from 2007.
Yeah, I was
Okay,
going to say that.
2007.
It gives you an
It was
like
bottled
a
in 07.
Yep.
bottled in 07.
15 year.
So
This is
1992.
apparently
1992.
Jimmy Russell's favorite expression
Oh, really?
he ever made.
Really.
Yep.
That's cool.
I have his autograph on a Kentucky Spirit.
Oh man. Go ahead.
What do you got there?
Pour.
Oh my god.
This is great.
What are we pouring into?
I rinsed.
Okay. We're watching reels on Instagram. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
All right, so it is Happy Turkey Day.
It is Happy Turkey Day. We're gonna have a Happy Turkey right now.
So Thanksgiving, we've got Wild Turkey, American Spirit, 15 years, barreled in 1992, bottled in 2007.
Look at the color of that.
God, it looks so good. Take this.
But where am I pouring it?
I
We
rinsed.
rinsed.
now?
We
Okay.
rinsed.
I rinsed.
Rinse
Yeah.
something and
Yeah.
then pour it.
Rinsey boo.
I don't share this one often because it was probably even more than the cheesy gold foil. When I heard that was Jimmy's favorite bottle, I
Well, I'll tell you what.
I went after that bottle.
It's still half full. You're good. You're good.
I'm
to
good
go.
for a while.
Yeah.
Oh.
Get me out of
Fucking-
here.
Hey,
Hey-oh.
That's why we can't have nice things. Tyler just spilled.
Well, at least he used it. I'm appreciative that he used his own shirt.
I would have
mix
licked it up.
as he knocks his Russell's 13.
It
It was water.
It was water.
What would you
It was
look
mostly
up?
water.
Okay, I thought you spilled bourbon.
Look, he just went bulb deep, and now he's tapping it.
He's tapping the bowl.
Tapping that ass.
Yeah, apparently it's frowned upon to flick water off in people's houses.
What?
I did this
At
to
my
dudes.
house, he'll take it
So-
and he'll do this.
Oh, that's
I'm like,
right.
it's
So,
not
like,
just water.
It's literally
You put
like
in
I do it to my own fucking house. Like when I'm
good
in the
for
basement,
fucking you. That doesn't make it
it's
okay.
literally
at my house,
a drop, and I'm like flicking it out, and he's like,
which
"Ooh,
has
ooh,
bourbon
ooh."
in it. I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure.
Or backwash.
Because you just ran it through the dishwasher. It's fucking clean as shit.
Dude,
because you
take
ran.
more than that. What is
What
that?
the fuck, you amateur?
I'm trying not to be a fucking jackling.
I did the same. You're
All
good.
right.
No, you didn't. You had the same as I do.
I?
You jackass.
No,
you
I
just
didn't.
took a sip.
I have not. No, I seriously haven't.
All right, I took the most.
All right, guys.
Fair enough.
He's like, I'm getting this fucking shit out of here.
Put it back.
God damn these hiccups.
Put it back on the shelf, man, before it goes
Oh
away.
yeah.
God, this is
just
total
smell
turkey.
that.
Total
It's turkey.
Damn, this is good. And I haven't tasted it yet. I've just smelled it, but it's total turkey.
Did you smoke or?
So this is
deep
100.
fry
This is
turkey?
100 proof. 100 proof
Is
bottle
it?
and bond.
100 proof?
15 year.
Oh,
How are
yeah,
you guys
you
doing your
said bottle
turkey
and
on
bond.
Thanksgiving?
My
We're
mom,
smoking ours.
So I generally go to Perrysburg to visit my sister. My mom cooks the turkey. She cooks it overnight, and it's always fucking dry. It's terrible. Mom, if you're listening right now, I'm sorry. It's terrible. It's always dry.
Stop making
Does
it
she not let
overnight,
it
Mom.
rest?
Listen.
Does she not let it rest? Biggest mistake people are like, oh, it's a turkey. You don't need to let it rest. Yeah,
No.
you need to let it
No,
fucking rest.
It rests,
If she makes it the
but
night
she
before,
just
it's
cooks it.
resting.
It's just the problem is she cooks it too long. And it just dries out, and she puts stuffing in it, which is fine.
Which
Stuffing
sucks more
or
the moisture
dressing?
out of it.
Right, that's the problem. And I think if you're going to cook it that long, you need to stuff it with
great.
like oranges.
This is
or
smells
something
fantastic.
that bursts.
Onions.
Oranges are great because it bursts little shots of like citrus and flavor into the turkey. Have you
Yeah.
ever? Have
I
you
want
ever
to like finish these first. Before
I'm
I drink
listening.
This, I
He's
feel.
he's talking about fucking
Sorry.
bourbon. I thought he was about to add to the turkey conversation.
I'm listening.
If you've
Sorry,
ever
we're talking about
if you've
bourbon on
ever
the Bourbon
baked
podcast.
if you've ever if you've ever baked a turkey overnight, the best way to keep it moist is to add some sort of citrusy fruit that will burst as it's cooking.
Or an onion.
I've never heard of that, but I'm not saying you're wrong. I don't know.
Put onions in there.
That'll burst moisture.
It's not. You're not bursting it, but it's there's a lot of moisture in an onion.
Sure, there is. But does it add the flavor of onion to it?
No, not really. No.
My favorite turkey that I've cooked that way, and to go back, my favorite turkey ever is smoking, brining it overnight, then smoking it. Fucking phenomenal.
If you smoke and then deep fry,
I haven't
There you
done
go,
that.
Clark.
I haven't done that, but brining overnight, then smoking is fucking amazing.
a lot of people don't brine, which is a massive
It's
mistake.
a huge mistake. Huge mistake. My mom will cook it. She'll just bake it, but it's stuffed. And I honestly feel like it's dry every year.
Does she brine it?
No. Not at
Oh,
all.
well, you gotta
Not
fucking
at all.
brine-
She
you
doesn't even
fucking-
inject it with like the injectables or anything. Yeah.
Well,
it's-
injecting it is like
I know.
competition level.
It is.
Like
No, I know. But
My
it's,
favorite
but it-
turkey is this American Spirit 15
How
years.
good is that?
ooh, going back to the
sounded like an
nose
ad.
on this.
That sounded like an advertisement.
My favorite
My favorite turkey.
American Spirit number
American
15. Brought to you by Jimmy Russell and Dude Pool.
What's the
That was
proof
good.
on that?
That was good.
100 proof.
100 proof for the fucking love of God. It's
I haven't
bottled and
been
bond.
listening to you fuckers.
Bottled and bond.
Yeah, it's good shit. It's got like
good shit.
it's an amazing blend, I think, of kind of like the dusty turkey profile with modern turkey. It's
Yeah.
right on that cusp.
Like that Austin Nichols.
Yeah, it goes like from
close.
Austin Nichols into like some of the notes you get in a good Russell's Reserve pick today. Like we get like the cinnamon and the orange and the clove.
I don't.
Yeah.
So I don't
I'll
mean this
say-
in a bad way, but it's mellow, not in a proof.
Yes.
It's mellow in a.
You're right. You're 100%
It is
right.
mellow.
It's not. It doesn't smack you in the face, but there's just like very subtle, like you said. There's
It's
there's
nuanced.
some clothes.
There's
There-
nuances to it.
It's 100 proof. So it's
Yeah.
not.
But it has
it's
a
not
good
the.
finish.
Yeah.
Most of the like wild turkey Russells, all that stuff has been higher proof that I'm familiar with.
But this stuff really shines at a lower proof. I think
It does.
I like it.
Yeah.
No, 100 proof is a it's a
that's
benchmark
your-
spot for me.
Yeah.
That's your jam.
It is 100 proof for me is a great proof, and around that too, like 107, 90, all that stuff. But this is really
Isn't that
really
good?
good. Yeah,
Very good.
No, I'm glad you shared this with us. Thank you.
It's just so. There's something very elegant to that.
That's a
bourbon.
great word.
Yeah,
Elegant.
it's just elegant.
When
That's
you
a
go
good
back
word.
to this, I get a little, maybe like a tea,
The
a little
dustiness-
tea,
the
a little.
dustiness is in the nose.
I
Yeah,
know.
the
That slight
dustiness.
killing.
Maybe that's the tea. Like it's like
like a sweet tea.
Yeah,
though.
like
I can
there's a
I
little
can see that.
I get the
But
tea.
yeah, but it's like a dry herb almost.
Yeah.
You know
So
what I
if
mean?
you guys
Dry.
if you guys had one dish that you love on Thanksgiving, like no matter what it is,
Stuffing.
what is it? What's the one
Stuffing.
thing? It's stuffing
Side.
for you. What about you, Brett?
I would have to say it's like my aunt's noodles, man. But it's like noodles and mashed
Ooh.
potatoes. Like I like them together, but I could do just.
Nice.
She does these big fat fucking noodles. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You put them on the mashed potatoes, and it's
Oh,
so good.
Dude, that's a carbo load. Dude.
oh,
Love
dude,
it.
I love it. I love the fucking carbs.
What about you, dude?
his mother was a mother?
His mother was a mother. His mother was a mother.
It's mudda. I got some mudda.
What about you, dude? And then fucking Brett throws in a zinger.
Yeah.
No,
It's a Seinfeld episode. You remember that?
No, I know.
If there's one thing that
yeah,
speaks to you, what
it's
was
tough
it?
for me because I love it all.
I know it's tough when you love it all.
So here's my thing. When I do Thanksgiving, all of the food during Thanksgiving dinner is outstanding, right? Mashed potatoes,
Yeah.
sweet potato casserole, green bean casserole. My
Green bean casserole fucks.
yes, it does.
What does it fuck?
My family does a
my stomach up.
my family does a broccoli and rice casserole, which is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
However, my favorite part of Thanksgiving isn't any of that. It's what we call nightmare sandwiches the
Yes.
next day.
Oh,
You totally,
So we-
stole my
so-
thunder. That's my
so
thing.
we
So
we normally eat at like 1 o'clock,
Yeah,
and then
and
that
then
like
later
6
night-
p.m.
Yeah,
meal
yes,
is outrageous.
So
Yeah.
my mom makes this. It's called it's a cranberry gel. It's basically a jam. She makes it. We take cranberries, and she gave me. This was like her thing that she gave me when I was just out of college. She gave me a sieve.
Just a wee lad.
She gave me a sieve, and then she gave me the recipe to her cranberry jelly
Jesus Christ,
that she does.
Tyler.
And it's
Sorry, I was
basically
cracking my back.
you buy cranberries, you boil them until they get softened.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you put them through a sieve.
Yeah.
And you basically, if you've never seen a sieve, it's this like funneled shaped thing that's like
Yeah.
in a V shaped funnel. And it's got all the holes in it. It kind of looks like a cheese grater or something, or some sort of I don't know, strainer or something.
Yeah.
And you have this wooden thing that you basically mash all of the cranberries in, and it puts it back into the
Yeah, it's like cranberry jam.
yeah, and then you add a fucking shitload of sugar.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I'm not kidding. It's a metric shitload.
Metric fuck ton.
Not quite a galactic shitload, but it's a metric.
Yeah, my
shitload
favorite
of-
my favorite part of Thanksgiving.
and then it
is,
hardens,
yeah.
and it's like a jelly.
Yeah, it's like a jelly.
And so then I puree it with a fucking mayonnaise, Miracle Whip.
No, lost me.
I'm not a mayonnaise person either.
It's Miracle Whip, not mayonnaise. So I'll puree it
It's
with
dressing.
with
I don't know the
Miracle Whip.
difference. I'll be honest.
And the
Just lost me
two
on Miracle
together is fucking amazing. I'll put that as my topping on my sandwich.
That's your sandwich?
Hey,
Yes.
have you so
you don't like
along
Miracle
the-
Whip or mayonnaise?
No.
Neither one.
Hey,
I can't. Well, I just tried Miracle Whip for the first time, actually, not that long ago. And I mean,
Miracle Whip's
I-
different.
I think I could deal with it.
Miracle Whip's different.
I think I could deal with it.
And then Miracle Whip mixed with
that's so
cranberry.
New York of you though to be
So-
like fuck this
so the
fucking
normal thing-
Midwest
Fuck that
gross shit.
That's nasty.
So normal thing is cranberry sauce for
Hey,
for
have you?
I'm all about the ocean spray, jelly,
Yes,
cranberry in a can.
Yes. No, not in a can. We do the ocean spray cranberry bags, and then I fucking
Oh, yeah, no.
I make it from
my,
scratch.
My mom
But
makes
it's
that
jelly.
scratch shit. I want the can.
Have you
it's
ever
This is what
been?
I grew up with.
It's so much different.
Have you been in German Village? There's a place called Brown Bag. It's a deli lunch place. They have one of the best deli sandwiches I've ever had in my entire life, and it is topped with a cranberry
Chutney.
No, it's like a cranberry cream cheese on top of turkey. It is one of the most insane combos I've ever tasted in my
So
life.
I'm glad you said that because this is what I make. So day after Thanksgiving, take some stuffing, fucking mash that shit up, put it on a panini press, turkey, cranberry sauce, cream cheese, stuffing.
Hey, I didn't go from 6 to 9. I went from 6 to 10.
Yeah. Then you take another lump of stuffing, you put it on top, and you panini press it.
That sounds good.
And you make the best Thanksgiving Day sandwich or the best day after
Next day
Thanksgiving sandwich ever.
So my mom makes this stuffing that's like loaded with onions. All right, she puts it in the ass of the fucking turkey, cooks it overnight. And
you guys do oyster?
It's
you guys
good.
do oyster stuffing at all?
No,
we do one of each.
So it's good, but my wife Trina, she makes this. I would call it dressing because it's not stuffed in a turkey. We make it from scratch and then put it in the oven.
Yeah,
that's
you leave the
that's how I
stuffing
make
for
it.
Trina.
That's how I
People
make
do
it.
stuffing versus or dressing versus
So
stuffing. Yes.
so dressing.
My grandma used to old school. She used to do a dressing. This was different. So Italian dressing that she used to make, or Italian stuffing, would be in the bird, but it wasn't bread based. She would use bread. She would make homemade fresh breadcrumbs, mix it with rice, and seasoned chopped meat, and then she would put that.
That sounds good.
In with Parmesan cheese,
the dressing that we
and
make,
put that in the turkey.
So we don't do the
sounds good.
Parmesan cheese,
That
but
does.
for the dressing, we take French bread, cut it up, set it overnight.
I hope people that are listening to this right now are like in the car.
They like food.
They just fucking
They're
salivating.
like slobbering.
They're like,
Slobbering.
I can't
Like,
wait for tomorrow. I'm
on
going to
my
eat
way.
so much today.
I'm on my way to Thanksgiving right now. So we cut up the French bread, set it overnight in a pan, let it dry out and become almost like
Stale.
Yeah.
And then we rehydrate it with chicken stock.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
that's
then-
what you got to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we cook it. Oh fuck! It's so. And then we like cook it in a pan. Add in all the different things. We put in sausage with it. So it's like a maple sausage. It's amazing.
Very
It's
good.
not
Is it-
Bob
is it like the-
Evans maple.
I was going
maple
to say,
sausage.
is it a breakfast sausage?
It is, yes.
Because
I love
breakfast
some
sausage
breakfast
stuffing,
sausage.
the best stuffing, I think one of the best stuffings I ever made. Because I'm a huge cook too, and I cook for Thanksgiving, mainly the entire meal, and Christmas Eve.
Christmas is the only time.
Christmas
I really
Eve, I
go
cook
all out.
everything.
Yeah.
What do you cook
But-
on Christmas? Sorry.
I do I usually do filet mignon with a.
Okay.
With
You do more of a meat, like instead of a ham.
I do,
people do prime
I do
rib.
filet mignon, but I make this this port wine reduction sauce that takes like 5 hours to make.
Nice.
And you put that over the filet mignon. I do
love
a
it.
lobster tail oreganata with homemade ravioli, stuffed with butternut squash.
What
and,
time? What
hey,
time? What
you guys
time?
wanna
What
come
time?
over?
What time are you guys coming over? What time we coming over?
6 to 11.
Yeah, homemade raviolis.
I'm at 11 right
He's not
now.
to midnight yet.
Homemade
but it's over
raviolis.
there.
You know,
I'm at
I'm about to get you to 12. You know what I
Wait.
make for dessert?
Homemade.
Homemade
Talk dirty to me.
Homemade beignets with raspberry and vanilla
Motherfucker.
sauce.
I'm past midnight.
We're coming over.
I'm at 1.
We're coming over.
I'm at 1.
You had me at homemade ravioli. I'll be
yeah,
honest.
homemade raviolis.
Hot raviolis. I was
I'm
there.
past midnight. I'm at 1.
Hot take:
Yeah.
macaroni and cheese does not belong in Thanksgiving Day.
No, you're wrong.
I'm
You're
I am
wrong.
I am
You're wrong.
a
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
a
It's not
mac and cheese fan. I do
It's
not
not a
believe
traditional
that
Thanksgiving dish.
No, but if you make it
People will eat
homemade, if you make it homemade and you put it in, I've got this.
You know why you're against it? Because you have your ants, noodles,
Yes.
and potatoes.
That's
Yeah,
true.
If you didn't have
Yes.
that and had the mac and cheese,
That's
Yes.
true.
it's a delicious carb.
It's good. It's
It
delicious
is.
carb. Agreed.
So I make mine in a Pampered Chef like casserole dish that's ridiculous, and I do the the roux, right?
yeah.
Roux. Yeah.
And then I put it all together, add in all the cheeses and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Cook the cheeses, melt it up, and then pour it in over top of. I use an elbow macaroni that's a little bit
Yes.
larger, not the small.
That's where you're going wrong.
the best thing.
No, it's
The best
not.
thing.
It's
that
not
I-
100%. You would make love.
Yeah.
American Pie. When he walks in on him having
When he
sex with
fucks
the
that
pie,
It'd be the
you'd
mac
be
and
fucking
cheese.
my mac and cheese. It
The
is
best.
so
the,
fucking good.
My favorite thing to make on
So warm. So
Thanksgiving is, so you have. I usually make like a roasted red pepper soup,
Oh God,
but with it I make
red pepper soup is
yeah,
so good.
I make these
Red
things
pepper
called.
soup.
I make these Gruyere black pepper popovers.
I'm at 2 now.
Yeah,
I'm at 2.
We're all the way around.
when you take.
I'm about to go back to 6 again. How
You
that,
make a
how's
quick
that possible?
batter. You make a quick batter for popovers, and then you throw in chunks of Gruyere cheese and a
Yep.
lot of black pepper in it, and the thing blows up, and you dip that in your roast bread right before you eat the turkey and the
Sounds
stuffing and
good.
everything. Dude,
Yes.
it's ridiculous.
So there's two things that my family has that I don't know that a lot of other people have. We do
Ovens.
a baked
Outhouses.
pineapple,
Oh, okay.
which is a fucking fantastic.
Pineapple. That
Baked
could be
pineapple.
good.
Pineapple is just so
But it's
good.
like
People
it's like
underestimate
all
like
it is
pineapple.
all it is
Too
is like
acidic.
You're wrong.
like a shredded
Too
canned
acidic.
Not when you
pineapple.
bake it like that and it
You're
gets
right.
caramelized.
Maybe.
You're wrong.
So all it is like a canned pineapple, like a shredded, and then you do like cinnamon over top, and you just fucking bake it. And it's
pineapple
so
and
fucking
cinnamon is so
good.
good.
That sounds
Brother.
good, man.
So
pineapple and cinnamon is so good.
yeah, and it's just like I mean, it's not like
It sounds like a
large
really
chunk.
good
It's-
ultra aged Irish whiskey.
Yeah.
You get baked pineapple.
So
and
the other
cinnamon.
thing
To
is
grow up a little bit.
No,
The other-
pineapple. Have you ever put like raw pineapple in your mouth? It'll start to like disintegrate your cheeks.
Yeah.
There's something.
Here-
It's so
here's the
aesthetic.
thing.
When you
If
break it
If
down-
you want blowjobs, you need to eat pineapple. Women love the risotto.
so the other thing we
I'm
do
being
is
serious. Have you never heard that?
I've heard that.
Yes,
Okay,
I have
okay.
heard that.
You looked perplexed.
Oh,
That's
you
why
know
I was
what?
like,
I
heard
feel
that.
like I have
I
heard
was-
that.
the
No, women love. I wouldn't say women love giving blowjobs to people who have eaten pineapple, but it makes it much more
That's only if they're swallowing. If they go to completion,
fair enough.
So just go to a bar with a sign that says "I'm eating a lot of pineapple."
right?
No. But have it say, "Ladies,
The ladies.
I've eaten a lot of.
I've
pineapple.
eaten a lot of pineapple.
so the other thing we do is
we're
pistachio.
We need to cut this right
We're
now.
idiots. No, we don't.
Pistachio
we're in good, We're
pudding.
in good shape right now.
Has anyone ever had pistachio pudding?
Oh, it's terrible.
No, I've
it's
had
not.
pistachio ice
So
cream.
it's
and
it's
I'm
not like a
fan.
it's not
It's
a
terrible.
it's not like a pudding. It's you get the
mean pudding?
pistachio
I was
gelling.
about to say the damn thing.
You get the pistachio
Give me your
jello,
water. Give me your water.
and it's whipped cream, marshmallows, chunks of pistachios in it, and it's fucking amazing. Those are two things.
All right. Last
Better
pour
than you.
before
All right,
last pour before we call
and we
it
got to
night.
cut it. And then we
Yeah.
got to because I got to get the fuck out of here.
you
I got to
don't.
work. Yeah, no, I have
I
to
know.
work
It's
early.
not an episode until
Plus, I
Brett
gotta-
says I got to get the fuck out.
Yeah,
of
I
here.
gotta.
Hey, man,
that is
Popeyes
true.
closes at 10.
I have to get up super fucking.
Do they
early,
really?
And I
Yeah.
hate it.
I haven't,
9.
I haven't
shit.
Not a
actually
fan.
haven't had this since I reviewed it because
So-
I'm just like savoring it.
This is the Master's Keep Kentucky Straight Bourbon and Rye whiskeys finished in rye casks. So, keeping in line with the American Spirit Wild Turkey for Thanksgiving, we are adding in Wild Turkey. Master's
Unforgotten.
Keep.
What's
This
your
is
prediction
the
of what you like
2022 release of
Before you
Master's
taste,
Keep.
what's your prediction?
Now I'm really curious of Dude's take because
Did you already-
it's I
Because-
poured
because
he
it's a
needs
rye?
pour. Because
He
it
doesn't
well
like
it's a
fucking-
rye
he's
it's a
rye
blend
bitch.
Yeah.
but it's a rye cask finish. But I'm telling you, man, when you have this, the blend and the influence of the rye cask on it is so perfect. I mean, I don't know how they did it. It's
Yeah.
really is a
All right.
and a
I-
special
there's some-
whiskey. It's a
there's-
special whiskey to me.
There are some ryes that I enjoy.
It's a special whiskey to me.
If I like this and we find this at the pop up on our Bourbon Blitz,
I love these bottles, just like the shape of these bottles and how
with
thick
that
they
with
are.
that with the embossed
Yes.
embossed turkey
Yeah,
on
man.
it.
the nose is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
This reminds me of
What-
a Michter's nose.
When you get into this, you're gonna be.
I
That's
love my
that's the
Master's
winner.
Keep
Have
one.
you already had
I know
it?
you're not
That's
a
the
huge like
winner.
Master's
Have you already
Keep
drank it?
one, the toasted Master's Keep.
Yeah, but I would see why
But I
you
like
like
it.
it. I
I
would see
like
why
it,
you would
man.
like it.
He
Dude,
thought the
it's-
Master's Keep one
It's,
should have been.
it's not bad. I just don't think it was a Master's Keep level bottle
Sure.
compared to the other ones that
Okay,
they've released.
that's valid.
I thought Russell's 13 with the
was
18
more
and
of a
19-year-old
price-
whiskey in it.
price.
Yeah.
That bottle was more of a gimmick Master's Keep to me, which bothered me.
Well, because everyone
Which
was
one?
doing toasted at the
The-
time.
the
it just
one-
bothered
I get
me.
it.
With
I
the
get it. But I
toasted.
love it. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
It's
I love it.
okay.
But $200, maybe not.
I thought it was a little bit.
overpriced. Overpriced.
It was
That's
overpriced
the
for
thing.
what I thought it did on the palate. Whereas this dances all over the palate.
Yeah. All
That's
right.
unreal.
This
The
is
note-
citrus.
Unreal.
I will
Is
say
it?
the
Citrus,
nose,
cinnamon,
the
rye.
nose is. I'm getting a lot of toasted like notes on the
Absolutely.
nose. I'm getting the nose tastes. The nose smells amazing.
nose.
The nose tastes amazing. The nose is outstanding. I haven't tasted it yet, but the nose so far is
It
ridiculous.
is all over the palate, dude.
All right, I'm going in.
It is pepper, pop rocks.
As we know on previous episodes, I'm not a rye guy.
oh,
Wow, I didn't expect this.
yeah. Even after coming off the stuff that we've drank, it impacts.
There's something
Caramel,
lingering. There's what
sweet
is that
oak.
lingering?
yeah,
Ooh.
it just
A
continues
little
to
clove
go.
or something.
Yeah, clove.
So
it's,
good.
It's very, very baking spice heavy.
Baking spice hit me like in a second wave.
I got cinnamon, clove, and cardamom in this like immediately.
So I swallowed, got clove immediately. Then, like as it settled, I got a second wave of the spice. I got
allspice,
going back to the
nutmeg.
nose. Going back to the
damn
nose.
it.
Baking
You
spice.
are an asshole. I'm gonna have to buy this if I see this on our trip.
I'm
no
gonna make
fucking
you buy
shit.
it.
This is good.
If you don't buy it, I'm gonna ridicule you.
Where would you find that though?
At the pop up, like we found fucking Masters Keep one last year.
But this isn't this year's.
Yes, it is. It's this year.
How'd you fucking get this? It's a fall release, isn't it?
Yes,
This came
It's
out
the
in
fall.
Ohio.
That came out in Ohio.
Yeah.
we just didn't.
It
There's
came
just
out like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
But it just like randomly at fucking Kroger.
Fucking Kroger.
Listen,
I got Unforgotten. I went
when we
and
bought
I got
last
it.
year. When we last year
That
bought the-
shit used to sit.
Listen.
I know it used to sit everywhere,
did.
but now
It's like no one would spend $200 on fucking Wild Turkey
I know.
Master's Keep.
I know.
It would always sit up there.
Yeah.
I know that's been kind of the
the
evolution.
last 2
of,
years that hasn't been.
I mean, that's just not been the evolution of Master's Keep. It's been the evolution of Wild
Bourbon.
Turkey.
Yes.
Bourbon
But Wild
in general.
Turkey, but
Yes.
Wild Turkey
No,
to a more
Wild
of a point.
Turkey
Well,
more than anyone else.
Because even
You
in the
know
beginning
why?
when bourbon was
Hey,
taken off,
You know why?
why? Because assholes like me talked it up.
No. Hey, 2 words.
Russell's Reserve.
Nope. Yes. Matthew McConaughey.
Oh God.
Come on. All he did was
No,
put
but
some Texas
Wild
shit in
Turkey
it.
was always known
He was driving
as
a Lincoln. He was talking about
Wild Turkey 101.
Yeah.
And that's it. So no one ever bought this stuff, but that's fucking good.
Isn't that good?
Listen, I'm not a rye guy. You
delicious,
guys
dude.
know this, but it's fucking good.
Isn't that
Very good.
That
this
would
might be the best thing we've had tonight.
It's
Yes.
the
That
You think it's better than my
American-
blended bourbon?
yeah.
Erroneous. No, I'm kidding.
It's more. It's
different. It's different.
I mean, it's a whole
No,
nother
no, I-
animal.
The-
100%. I would take
American
this over anything. 100%.
The American Spirit is really good. Your blend was outstanding.
I'm joking about my
no,
blend.
but you're not. You're joking, but you're not joking.
No,
joking, but
the
I'm
American
not
Spirit
joking.
is my favorite tonight.
Is it?
100%.
I could see why that would be his
Yeah.
favorite
All
because
right.
that is all toffee
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
all the sweet that he.
And
I
there's
like
some-
this.
they're
I
good
like it a
mouthfeel.
lot.
This is good. This is really good.
That Unforgotten is. I think that's one of
Is
the
it
best.
Unforgotten?
Yeah, it's one of the best Masters Keeps I think that they've ever released. It's that
good. It's really good. I'm not gonna lie. I don't generally like rye based stuff, but this is good.
I think they got the proportions of the bourbon and rye blend are perfect, and the rye cask finish just adds and gives it that. I mean, the more I drink it,
Damn,
it
this is
goes.
good.
It goes like almost like I equate it to like an orange crush, like soda, because it's peppery, it's effervescent, it's got a lot of orange spice to it, but like it's like
Orange spice,
It's like
yeah.
someone put like a bunch of like cinnamon in my orange crush.
You're not wrong. What are you looking at, Tyler?
I'm just trying. I
You look
can't
so
read
confused.
I
What are you
can't
trying
read
to-
it.
Would you like
what are
me
you
to
trying to
read
read?
something to you?
Just like what it is.
It just says it's here.
a blend of Kentucky straight bourbon and rye whiskeys finished in rye casks.
Yep,
Fuck, that's heavy.
that's good, man.
There you go.
It was very good.
Is that better? This is good.
Agree.
Yeah.
I still
like
like
the
the
American
American
Spirit?
Spirit better.
No,
I do.
that's- you're allowed.
And I like ryes. I do. I
No,
just there's
I don't like ryes generally, but this is probably my favorite of the night. Yours is a close second. The American Spirit is probably my third.
you've got that backwards. The American
For you.
Spirit then
For you.
mine.
Yeah, for you.
Yeah.
Yours was surprisingly
This is the best appetizer for wild turkey right now.
surprisingly.
I'm bringing that wild turkey 12 to Turkey to Thanksgiving Day
Nice.
dinner.
Are you?
That's gonna be the appetizer.
What do you need, Tyler?
So
You're
where are you
pointing.
doing
Well, can
Thanksgiving?
you spin that around?
My
No, the
girlfriend's
48.
mom's house up in Ashland.
Ashland,
very
Ohio?
nice.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and
Okay.
her brother's coming down from Michigan.
Nice.
And her other brother from Canal Winchester is coming up to meet
Oh,
us.
so she has 2 brothers.
2 brothers and a sister. It's going to be a big family. It's going to be great. And
When are you
you're
dropping
bringing that,
the
that's
diamond
great.
ring? When are you doing that?
so I'll
off the
tell
air.
you this.
Off the air.
Oh shit! Here
tell
we
you
go.
this.
Here we go.
So look, I mean, I'm not going to get into. I'm not going to put all the business out in the street.
She
but-
doesn't listen to our podcast.
I know, but it's been she went through a pretty rough divorce, a while back.
Okay.
So marriage for her again.
It's a piece of paper, right?
That's
a lot of
her
women are like
exact
that. Yeah.
words.
A lot of
enough,
women are
fair
like
That's
that.
her exact
Fair
words. It's a piece of paper.
Listen,
Once you've done it
Hey,
once.
hold on.
Yeah.
I will tell you this right now.
Yeah.
Women who say that put it up as a shield.
Yeah.
They want to be married. They want to have They want to have the
Security.
no, not even the security, but the
I like being with someone, not like
no, but it's like the romance side of it. My wife is dead inside; she has no heart.
thanks to you.
You've said that before.
No, not thanks to me.
I have to
Before
go
me,
pee. I'm sorry,
Before me, I'll tell you this, and this is a huge and wildly crazy generalization. You took the longest way around possible.
but that was really like snug over there.
This is more snug.
He must be at noon right now.
Yeah.
He's at noon.
He's at noon after
He
all
did
that
want to
talk.
walk by me after being at
Right
noon.
after he drank the matchscape, he had to go.
No, what I'm saying is that I honestly think, listen, no matter what you believe, gender bullshit, all that stuff, women are different than men. That's just how it is. It's biological. They're different, and they want something that's a little bit more penis. Tyler, you're an idiot. But no, I'm serious. I'm not saying this in any derogatory way. I'm not saying this in any way other than men and women are different. And
No, I get it. And
Women
How did we get here? How did we get here to
no, listen.
do
You
Shut,
wanted to know when I was
shut
dropping the ring.
Shut the fuck up. Women will put up my wife is the prime example of this.
bringing up a shield.
They'll put up a shield if they've been burnt, divorce, or my wife. She wasn't married, but they were together for a long time before she got to me, and she had a kid with him. They'll put up a shield, and if you have to break through that, and I'm sure you have.
I definitely think we broke it through it a little, and when we've talked about it, she definitely used it's a piece of paper thing.
Yeah,
which
sure.
I think is kind of a ubiquitous term.
My wife did the same thing.
It's the
My
same
wife
thing.
did the same thing.
And but I will say 2 weeks ago, we went to a jewelry store because we have this thing because I love to buy Nikes, as you pointed out.
Right.
And she's like, every time you buy Nikes, you got to buy me a bracelet or something. So I was like, all right. So I'm like
like
seven.
that.
I'm like 7
I like
Nikes
that.
deep, and I owe her like 7 bracelets. So we went to a jewelry store here over in Polaris, and we walked in and she picked out a nice bracelet, got it for her, and then we turned around. I'm like, all right, look, I know we're not.
What the fuck, Brett?
I didn't go that way.
I was like,
That's why we can't have
yeah,
nice things.
I was like, I know you're not there yet or whatever, but we're here. Like if
What
there
rings
was
jump out to you?
if there was a ring style that you liked,
Yes.
like what would
Right.
it be?
I guarantee you, she had 3 things already set up.
She had fucking 4 rings on her finger.
She's like,
Yeah.
now that you'll say
Two
that,
and
it's
a half-
that one, it's that one, it's that one.
2.5 carat. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like 3 months salary. It's full of shit.
It's supposed to be 2 months
Yeah.
salary.
Oh, I thought it was 3.
No, it's 3
No,
months salary.
it's fucking 2 months.
No, it's
Bullshit.
3.
It's
Yeah.
3.
No.
You're like,
No,
you're over here like, baby, I gotta expand my Patreon. Shit.
I gotta take some more.
I gotta get some more patrons in
Yeah.
here. Yeah,
Listen,
shit.
listen.
The
fuck.
one- the-
More barrel picks.
the
Let's
ring,
go.
the ring. Well, hold on. The ring that she put on, the ring that she tried on that she loved. The guy's like, oh yeah, that's it's. Oh my god, what did he say? It was $90,000.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
that's
But
two,
that's
two,
jewelry.
That's 2 months.
But that's jewelry store prices.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Me, I'm gonna go to my cousin Teddy.
Ew.
Hey,
My
we'll see what he
cousin
can get.
Teddy.
He owns a jewelry store in New York.
Right, in New York, in
Yeah.
Long Island.
Yeah, it's called Lotto Piotto.
Yeah.
Everyone go check it out. It's in Franklin Square, Long Island.
He works out. He's the van on 53rd and 20th.
No, Long Island, Franklin Square, Lotto Piotto, which
He's
means
the-
pure gold in Italian.
And he's
Go
the
check
one.
it out.
He's the one in the van.
He's gonna get me my diamonds.
He's got it inside of his trench coat.
Yep.
You want to watch?
we'll
You got to
say.
watch too.
Right.
He gave me this watch.
If you buy 2 rings, you get a
I'm
watch,
a watch
for
whore,
free.
honestly.
He
I
gave
like
me that
watches.
watch. He gave me
I-
this one
I love watches, but
yeah.
I don't wear them anymore because of this.
Yeah.
I love
because you like to
watches.
take
Do
your
you?
crotch shots with that little thing.
I do. I take.
Yeah, with your
I w-
Hyundai.
I was with you in the
Yeah, we did the
Hyundai,
4 Roses.
The 4 Roses, and it never posted. I don't know why.
That was a shame.
So
it was a shame because it was glorious.
So we looked at rings. So I think the conversation's there.
nice.
But in my mind now, that's a green light for me. So I gotta
Yes.
get to New York.
Listen.
I gotta get to New York real soon.
I'm telling you right now.
I'm just saying that.
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
If you love her, propose
Yeah.
because
Don't get all
She won't say
sentimental.
no.
shut
she
the
won't say
fuck
no.
up, Brett. You're the fucking worst fucking person to talk about this shit.
I've never been married. Like,
You're the worst.
I'm the worst for sure.
So with me, when
Tell us how she slid into your DMs.
Well, yeah, she's my wife slid in fully into my DMs.
But tell the whole story.
Well, I mean, it's not that cool. I was on vacation
It is.
and
Like on Instagram? She said
Yes.
so my
yes.
wife always says our relationship is built on a throne of lies.
Throne of lies.
Because I'm a likeaholic, and she took me just liking
her
all
pictures.
liking all of her pictures, which is I
I'm
mean
about to like some pictures
I
right now.
did this.
Stop.
I did this.
Stop.
Well, let me ask. Wait, hold on. Wait,
Tyler
wait.
threw out a wide net. He liked
A
everyone's
wide net.
pictures.
I have a question though.
He liked everyone's pictures.
How? So Instagram feeds are weird. How did you
This is-
end up seeing her feed?
Okay, so so one of the girls I used to train, she's an athlete of mine. She owned a gym in Worthington. And I would go up and I would coach her and work out,
right.
you know, with her and her husband. Like we had a really good
Who
friendship.
is this? Shout
Rachel
Rachel
Descolas, yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to
So-
Rachel.
Rachel Scholes.
I love you, Rachel.
So
Hey,
they had a gym
hey.
and she worked
I'm
out
gonna tell
there.
you, hey, real quick.
Do you want me to tell the story? Or you
No,
just
no,
want
I want you to tell the
real
story.
quicks.
I want you to tell the story, but Mag Crush, Rachel Escalas. I've
All right. Anyway, back
Go
to my
ahead.
story.
okay.
So Jillian was there working out. My wife used to be a power lifter, so I sent her a friend request on Facebook. Had never met. I might have been introduced to her, but Rachel had always known. Like Rachel was such a good wingman. She was just like,
she was.
What about this girl? What about this girl?
Nice.
So she helped.
It's cool when you get a female as a wing
Yes.
person.
So yes,
the best.
the
100%.
fucking best.
In
So-
college, that upped my
Yes.
percentage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Big time.
Yeah.
So
I lived with 3 girls my sophomore year, and holy shit, that was the best year of my life.
Oh yeah. so I would like her stuff, blah blah blah, and then one of these days I went to the Outer Banks with my family, and she just messaged me on Instagram and was just like, "Oh my god, like my family used to." Which, not that it wasn't bullshit, but like, I mean, her family went to the Outer Banks like fucking 20 years ago, and she's like, my family used to go there all the time. Just a reason to drop in my DMs. And then so yes,
Love he's, like,
so
calling her
that's how it
bullshit.
started.
I know.
But anyway, to your point, as far as like the rings go, like my wife really wanted a I forget the name of it. It's
Like
a
the cut of the diamond.
no, it's not a diamond. It's another.
A diamondoid, cubic zirconia.
No, it's not. No, it's not that. It's pink. It's like a rose. It's like a rose gold with a like pinkish stone. It's
Okay.
She did not want a diamond, and I was
Oh,
like,
really?
Sweet.
I mean, if you really want to think about
Awesome.
like diamonds and like blood diamonds and the shit that people do
Yeah.
to get diamonds, they're kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Like
so,
people
but
die
she
and
wanted
like they get
this.
fucking
She wanted this other kind,
cavity
and it was
searches
like
every day in the diamond mines.
yeah,
like
it was
Go
like
ahead.
$2,500 for this, and I
oh,
was
it's amazing.
like,
It's nothing.
Damn,
I was
dude.
like,
You're like,
Score.
luck
I
the
was
fuck
like,
out.
but are you sure about this? Okay.
Yeah.
So, long story short, when this all had happened, like, I don't know that like Jillian didn't necessarily like pressure me to like engage, but my mom definitely did. My mom was like,
She wanted fucking grandbabies.
she's like, you have this one, like, let's just go and get it this day. Like, my mom was like, hey,
Pay for it.
the holidays, there's always really, really good sales around the holidays. Let's go. And like one day she was just like, blah, blah, blah. Like, so it ended up being like, we got the ring for my wife that day around this time of the year and I didn't propose until April. But so now my wife and my mom don't get along, and she wants like, she
A
wants
different
something.
ring?
She wants something new.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so my wife is like,
Such a waste of money, dude.
so
Don't
my
do
wife
it.
is
Don't
like,
do that.
hey,
Don't do it.
hey.
Maybe upgrade what you have, but I want to get a new one.
So yes, so we've talked about it, and I wouldn't say that I have backed her down, but my wife was like, "Hey, this has your mom's like stamp on it, and I want something new." And I was like, "Well, I don't think you're getting something new."
Yeah, wasting money. Like,
Because that's what I said. I was like, you don't. People don't wear their wedding ring a ton. They wear the wedding band a lot,
Right.
and I'm just like, hey, if we get there one day and you want a $10,000 ring, sure, but like,
I don't know, yeah.
what is that?
Kim was going through sizes, and she's like, "Yeah, 2.5 is probably the biggest I can go." I'm like, 2.5.
Yeah, where you're like, it's like a 60 grand.
I was engaged in 2005, so you got to remember the time, right?
Yes.
Like inflation.
Well, you were engaged.
Yeah, in like 2005.
How did I not know this?
2006.
I was engaged in when I was like 23, 24.
Yeah, same.
I was stupid enough
Dude,
to get engaged.
I
to
bought
somebody.
an $11,000 ring
I bought a $9,000
in
ring.
2006 or 7.
You dumbass.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Do you know it's been sitting in a safe for
You still have it?
You still
Yeah.
have it?
She threw it at my head and I fucking scooped it up off the floor and was
Damn
like,
straight
mine
you
now.
should.
You know
I
what
need
I,
to
you know
hear
what I did
this
with my
story.
ring? When it was all done, we called it off. I brought the ring back to the jewelry store. We
Made a profit.
got store credit, and I bought jewelry from all the ladies in my family.
Oh, that's
yeah.
profit
That's
to
a
you.
good idea.
I tried to take mine somewhere. They offered me $2,000 for an $11,000 ring. And I was basically like, I'll fucking make it into a diamond earring before I do that. And
Yeah, I just got store credit.
it's sitting in the box.
And yeah, that was crazy.
all right, I'm about to piece the fuck out whether you guys keep recording or not. Just FYI.
All right, dude, you ready to call this, man?
Yeah, we can call this.
So, well, quick congrats
2
to
hours
Brett.
in. Yeah.
Quick
Thanks,
congrats
man.
to Brett. For,
Thank you, thank
that's
you.
a nice blend, man.
I had fun with that.
Glad you made it.
So yours won.
I'm not surprised.
What
not
is his? So
surprised.
what does he get?
He gets
Respect?
nothing.
That
He gets
2-year
respect.
whiskey from Texas,
You
remember?
know what? Here's what
I
he
don't
gets.
fucking want that. I'm
he
kidding.
gets RESPECT.
You know what? You know what
You
I
know
got?
what? I'm gonna give you a bottle. I'm gonna give you a pick of mine as a.
Old Forester 100.
I'm gonna give you a Mash and Journey pick as a congratulatory for kicking ass.
You don't
and
have
taking
to
aim.
getting
him
to
in.
I
taste,
want to give him something.
getting to
Alright.
taste the fucking wild turkey shit is what
Was
won
good
for
shit,
me.
right?
That
he
was
is
winning
a
for me.
wild turkey.
I'm a wild turkey whore. I love wild turkey.
How good is that Unforgotten?
It's good.
So
Tell
good.
me when we're in friggin'
Listen.
when we're down.
I wanna go to the
in
pop-up store and
Kentucky,
try and get
We're
something.
gonna find that.
I'm
gonna-
surprised
if-
at how much I like that.
dude. If we see that anywhere, I'm buying another one.
Oh, I will too.
Not even close.
I am surprised at how much I like that. That surprised the shit out of me.
I'm a wild turkey
Told
whore,
you.
man. It is. It's so good.
All right, man.
So let's go ahead and sign off while Tyler's
Taking a piss.
taking a leak. What the fuck just happened? All right. I think
saw that.
I was on the edge of the
Yeah, you're on the edge.
Slid off.
the wood flooring. All right, I'm Dude Pool. You can find me at Dude Pool at Instagram. We are the Bourbon Hunters on Instagram. We got
Brett Paul
Brett
Bryan.
Paul Bryan. You got People Schnoz.
People Schnoz is making a comeback on the trip. I'm gonna post all of
You keep saying that.
I'm gonna doc on the trip. We haven't had the trip
Fair
yet.
enough. You're right. You keep saying that, but we'll see. You've got
I
Ty
know.
Schaefer 04 for Tyler Schaefer, and then we've got
I'm Jason C. You can find me at the Mash and Drum on Instagram with underscores in between those words, and also on YouTube, of course, the Mash and Drum. Subscribe, like, do all the things, help grow the channel. Love you guys, and fucking happy Thanksgiving.
and if you like good club picks,
Oh yeah.
Mash and Journey.
Mash and Journey Whiskey Club, I'm just telling you guys right now,
It's-
probably some of the best
it's-
picks you're going to find.
Yeah, it's in my top 2 for sure. Some are number 1, some are number 2, some are number 1. It goes back and forth depending.
Yeah, it depends on the barrels you'll tell, but I will say the
You're in my
Starlight,
top 2
the
for
Starlight barrels we have coming out soon,
God,
dude. You're gonna
I just
wanna get
crushed
on
your
that shit.
Starlight the other day. The chocolate wasted. I crushed that.
You're flirting with me right now.
And then the
flirting
Penelope is
with
what
you.
I've been drinking lately.
Dude,
the
we have
Penelope
the
toasted.
next 2 Starlights we have coming out. One is the bourbon called the Rock Candy. What do we call it? It was a Rock Candy Stone Fruit,
yeah.
which you'll love. It's super. Then we have one called Indiana's Night Stram because it's a estate port finish rye. And then the last one we did was an Applejack brandy finish rye, which is glorious.
Damn it.
Yep.
Very nice.
Listen,
Yeah, you're gonna want all of them, dude. Catch
can't-
them all. It's like
I-
Pokemon.
I
Catch them all.
listen, I can't get any harder.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, on all the picks that I've had from you have been outstanding.
Yeah, your taste profile matches with mine pretty well.
Yeah.
What I like.
Yeah,
And
but
that-
I mean, I think it's not just actually a taste profile. It's an experience on the palate that we look for. We want front of the palate, we want viscosity, and we want a long finish. And every single pick we have is going to have those. You know, obviously distillery, whether you like it or not, is going to be your call. But you're always going to get that experience from our picks.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining in. Hope you enjoyed our conclusion to the Four Blind Mice
yeah.
blind.
This was awesome. Thank you for including me in it, guys.
Yeah,
No,
thanks for
I'm
joining.
glad you agreed to it because this was fun. You added something to it that we would have never thought of and probably never had access to.
Nope.
So thank you, and join in next week when we talk about who knows what the fuck because we haven't figured it out yet. Thank you for joining in for yet another episode of the Bourbon Hunters. If you like what you hear, please leave us a good rating on Apple, Podbean, Google, or wherever you are listening. It definitely helps us to get great guests on our show. And follow us on Instagram and the Facebooks to keep up to date with what is in our glass. As always, sit back, grab a pour, kick up your feet, and enjoy some bourbon.